Hello everyone and welcome to episode 21 of Dying Light 2 and a special early hello to both Scaly1 and Dougler, and it's just now. I apologize to everybody. You know what, let's hit continue because it does have a moment or two to load, and we're going to unfortunately choose without event because we discovered last time... Oh, was there a new patch? Okay, well that's fine. We discovered last time that if we choose with... I'm so sorry. With... Oh boy, sorry. Twitch has done an update, and that means that Twitch is doing Twitch stuff. And here we go. There we go. Okay, so now we're getting into it. I had neglected to open up the larger chat window so that we can see more easily. And Twitch has just slightly redesigned things that now we should be in, just as we're starting the game, and I have unspent skill points. Dougler, by the way, is saying that it feels like 93 where he is. Dougler, it is like 93 where I am, but not in the room that I'm sitting on. We have the air conditioner up and running, so if that is in any way... Oh, I actually kind of really like this. Let's jump off enemies while in Dark Dash. If that is in any way audible through the mic, I apologize, but that's going to be how it is because it's very, very, very hot without the air conditioner. So let's take a look at our journal and decide what we want to do. So we were on a side quest. One of Sierra's reports spoke of Sierra and Little Ron's rescue mission. They were looking for Kitty, who hadn't returned from the GRE vaccine lab where he was supposed to get antibiotics. All three of them died. My job was to find their dog tags. So I suspect that we would need to do that at night, and it is currently... How do you... I feel like there is some sort of established way to know the time of day. Like it appears down at the bottom right, and I do not know how to make that appear. So let's take a look at what else we've got. This is a story quest. We could try this. Let's try this because I would like to get a lot better at the grappling hook. I'm no great shakes with the paraglider, but I could also use a lot of practice with the grappling hook, and I feel like a race is going to teach me to get a little bit better. Jab, hello to Jab, is saying that it's 114 degrees where he is. That is nightmarish. I mean, I guess it's still a dry heat and so forth, but yeah, just be safe. I feel like Jab and Crow and the other people who live in that environment, like they know all of this. Like they already know all the steps and know how to acclimate. Just to me, that seems very foreign in terms of just going outside and just walking into a wall of sun. Dougler saying that he cannot hear it. And Scaly1 is using the well-known OBS command, ! Weather Phoenix. By the way, we did add a couple new commands for real, though. One of them is ! Raid call, which I'd like to remember to keep doing when we are raiding out, but anybody in chat can actually fire that one off when it's time. So if I forget, y'all are deputized to do it. It's got like a 10 or 20 second cooldown, I think, just to avoid too many people doing it all at once. Okay, this is it, apparently. Okay, hooked on the thrill. Follow the checkpoints to reach the finish line as quickly as possible and beat the course record. So here's what I like. We only have to get bronze to advance the mission, and it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So we're not necessarily looking to get a gold, although I wouldn't object to that, and I missed my chance. Let's do start. Scaly1 is saying it's only 106 where she is. Okay, nope, go faster than this. Wow, I am so good at this, you guys. Okay. Okay. I feel like I'm not doing the momentum properly on that. Okay, I probably should be jumping for this. Okay, just anything to go, though. Sure, that's probably the exact thing that I was meant to do. I probably should have wall run on that, and it would have been faster. We'll remember that for next time, since I'm clearly not going to do anything impressive this time. Does this count? I'm still in the challenge level game. I feel like I'm allowed to do this. No? Go? This way? Oh, this... Oh. I just Batmaned that. I just assumed there was going to be something above me. Sure. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. Oh, balls. I'm on the wrong level. Whoops. Is there a way for me to get higher from here? Probably not. Up, go up. How about from here? No, I can reliably get to the wrong floor and then apparently fall to my doom. Is there a way to get up there from in here? Oh, look! Just take the stairs! Sure. Yeah. I at least briefly, I did not so bad. It wasn't good, but at least a couple of those things, I looked a little competent. Jab is saying, adjusted for humidity, it only feels like 111. Wow, that's just everybody pull out your ice cream then. It won't melt. Dougler is doing exclamation point raid call to demonstrate. Hello to Blobbity Blah and Hickey. I hope that you guys have both had a wonderful Thursday. We were just reminiscing. That was not the command. Like the grappling hook. Here's what I'm concerned that I might not be adequately communicating at various points. The paraglider, the parkour, and the grappling hook are extremely fun to do. The fact that I'm not yet good at them, it feels like they have a comparatively high skill cap that I'm nowhere near, but please do not mistake the fact that it looks like floundering, that like, oh, that doesn't look like it's fun or rewarding. I feel like if I were a lot better at it. The thing is, the grappling hook is not a Spider-Man web. It doesn't automatically adjust itself to the length that you need it to be in order to look cool. It's like Spider-Man makes it very easy to look cool. In this game, it's like, oh, you threw the rope out like 8 meters, then that's your swinging, what's it called? Not fulcrum, but, axis, whatever it is. So you'd better hope that you are more than 8 meters away from where you want to be. Otherwise, you're just going to smash into the wall and look like a damn fool. So that's what's happening there. But what it does is make you be like, okay, I just need to be better at this, and then then I'll really make it look as good as it feels. Okay, so yeah, probably should have done that. And this is not going to be pretty at all. Just smash off the side. It's fine. I feel like for bronze, it's really just a matter of not screwing up too egregiously, and you'll get it. Ugh. See, that was too short, that swing. I was too close. Okay, and I need to not do that. Like, I keep grabbing, obviously, that zip line, and it just takes me in the wrong direction. Well, while I'm failing this, I will say that this weekend we started watching, this week for vacation. Hold on, I want to try this. Yeah, that's way faster, I think. That's not faster because I'm not heading in the right direction. When we've both been available, we've started watching Moon Knight on Disney Plus and enjoying that a great deal. I have not yet learned where to go there. That's... Oh boy. Yeah, this is a location. I think we're in serious, like, just look before you leap territory. Because I'm jumping and then in midair trying to figure out what I was supposed to be jumping towards. Oh, we're now officially farther than I've ever been in this challenge. Sure, yeah, just grab onto that then. Okay, I mean, that was not great, but it was better than it was before, and we got the bronze. I could settle for the bronze. I want to try it at least one more time, though, because, like, it really is fun, and I think that if I pause for 1 second every once in a while to re-get my bearings, we can do it a lot better. I really think that silver, at least silver, is within our grasp. Plus, I really am learning, like, I feel like I'm getting more and more comfortable with the grappling hook as we go. And this is a great, like, challenge course to learn it. I like the idea of somebody at some future point watching this and being like, well, shit. I mean, look how bad he started off, and if he was eventually able to get, like, a silver, I can do it. Okay, so I don't want to be too close on this one, like I was last time. Okay, so we're not going to make it up there, but... So, don't grab the dump... Damn it to hell! He really wants to grab that, is the problem. He really wants to grab that zipline. There's no, like... As far as I know, there's no, like, hold a different button to not grab the thing that's there. Okay, once upon a time that felt a little fast, but now it's very slow. Also, I'm not convinced that the wingsuit is the thing to do here. I actually think that it might be better to do the... What's it called? Okay, this is where we take that hard left. Sure. Okay, just a little drop kick to show everybody that it doesn't hurt. Go faster than this. And don't grab the stupid light this time, man. Okay. Was that... I think that was silver. I think we got silver, and I'm going to call it a success. Yeah, we came in... Could we do gold? Probably. But we're not going to worry about doing that right now. We got our parkour XP, and I can practice that offline if I so choose. Let's just have a chat. Hey, what'd you think about that? You only saw the most recent one, right?
But there's a lot more to be done.
That's our whole congratulations. Also, oh, Dougler, I just remembered. The other one that we put up is we finally added an exclamation point tab command, because people will sometimes, you know, they'll have us up alongside others, and when they raid over, sometimes they'll do exclamation point tab, and people had asked for it, and I thought, why not take a little bit of time on this vacation to look at it? So yeah, this is very clearly marked as a nighttime one, and now we can see down at the bottom right hand corner that it's coming up on 1400 hours. So that's what, 2 p.m. I'm bad at math, but that's 2 p.m. We've got a ways to go. We could go here for carriers. Sure, let's report to the Carriers Guild, which is this way. But yeah, Moon Knight.
Kyra.
Hold on.
I'm near the GRE lab.
Pilgrim, you better wait until nighttime. It's probably swarming with infected during the day.
Where do I look for the bodies?
You'll learn everything from the recording. I can't listen to it. Over and out.
Little Rhonda base. The exit downstairs is jammed, so we're gonna try and find a way out at the top. Sierra and I found Private Kitty in the lobby on the lowest level. What's that stink? Kitty, did you just fart? Is that how happy you are to see us? What? No, I didn't. We missed you, punk. Did you hear that? We better get our asses out of here.
Admit it, Sierra. You're the one who farted and tried to blame me.
Did you? What the fuck was that? I don't care! It's upstairs! Babe, there's a swarm of fighters chasing us. We lost Kitty in the lobby. Run! I'm on the second floor. I'll one down from you, right by the door. I'll be right up. Ah! Run! Keep going, Sierra! Fuck as any of us! You coming? Run! Are you up here? Run! Is that you? No! No!
Okay, apparently we just got an artifact collectible from that. Here's what so this should probably have, Little Ron and Sierra's rescue mission, in which they aim to find and escort a missing kitty from a GRE lab. Okay, so that's the recording of the people that we're gonna go find, which was gonna be the next thing that I said. Are we listening to something that happened a while ago, or is this a different team that were sent in to get the dog tags? No, it is the former. Okay. At some point, I'd like to say what I was going to say. Also, I'm sorry. Has this always said Wordle wide service? Have I never paid attention to this? I will also say this appears to be one of the lower resolution textures that we've seen in the game, and I'm wondering, because I don't remember it looking like this previously. I'm thinking that the new patch that just came out might not have been doing the right thing with the texture filtering. This could be an unintended bug. Wordle wide service. Now I want to look back at our own VODs to find out what that said in the last episode, because I've apparently overlooked that.
Welcome back, hotshot. I've got news for you.
What now, Professor? You gonna tell me that because the Chinese invented paper, they invented the paper cut too? I already figured that out.
Are you going to keep being a smart arse, or are you going to listen? As of this delivery, you've been promoted from initiate to regular member of the Carriers Guild. You deserve it, hotshot. Keep it up, and you'll earn another rank in no time.
I have to say, Driscoll, I enjoy the work.
Well, that's good to hear. Because with higher rank comes higher privileges. You now have access to the guild lockers hidden around the city. We stock them full of useful supplies, so you don't have to come back here to top up. Take this key and look for our mark. Like it or not, you're one of us now, hotshot.
I do like it, Professor. Thank you.
Do we also have a quest? Open your first guild locker. Okay, we'll go do that first. Maybe this will have had time to load its texture since we were in the other room. Wow. Hey, your key works. I'm sorry, just in case anybody wasn't looking at the screen, I opened up my first locker and it's stocked full and nothing. I've got rust and maybe a bug. Hey, thanks for the button and the rubber band.
How's it hanging?
It's hanging
no deliveries.
Long and strong, sir.
People forgot how to write all of a sudden. Nothing personal, hotshot, but there's no work today. Seems half my carriers are idle right now. There's nothing. Nada. Zip. Slow day today. Sorry to say I have no deliveries for you. Always good to see you, hotshot. But you'll have to come back when I have some deliveries. Always good to see you, hotshot.
I just want everybody to know I only pushed the button one time.
How's it hanging? I've got no deliveries.
Okay. He's apparently stuck in an infinite loop, so we'll just be on our way.
I hate to see you leave here empty-handed, but that's the best I can do today.
Uh-huh.
How's it hanging? I've got no deliveries.
Okay, well, good. Best of luck to you then. Oh boy. Hold on. There's a thing right here. We could do this real quick, get some extra supplies and stuff, make up for what we didn't get in the, what's it called? In the locker. But let's take a look on the map, because here's the thing, I feel like we have stuff. Bad medicine. Yeah, that's definitely a nighttime thing, and it is. We still got 4 hours to, kill. The last locker wasn't really that exciting, so let's see. Are there any other, like, quests that we can do today? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Found a radio from which I could hear desperate pleas for help. Okay, let's go do this. So, what I was starting to say is we started watching Moon Knight, and with no spoilers attached, just one thing that I find interesting is that the last time that we started talking about the Marvel shows, I made the observation that so far, as of then, everyone that I had seen had to do with expanding the storyline and demonstrating the consequences of the larger events in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, what happens to these people when they're not doing some big, huge, multi-million dollar summer box office blockbuster, and instead are trying to recoup from whatever it was that just happened in that big event. Well, Moon Knight is the first one that we started watching that bucks that trend, and Moon Knight is introducing a completely new character who, after 3 episodes, really has no particular ties to anything else that's happened in the MCU. As of episode 3, everything that we've seen could be a completely standalone show. It could have been one of the Netflix shows. So that feels like a new direction for the Disney Plus series of, like, not only are we going to use this to expand upon the events of the main MCU, but to start introducing completely new elements, which I support, by the way. It just is suddenly different from what we were talking about, I think, as recently as last episode. In terms of what at least I feel about the series so far, I will say this. I seem to be enjoying it more than... Oh, boy. Of the two of us, I seem to have the higher of opinion of it so far. But I want to see the whole thing. The other thing about, like, the Disney Plus shows is, I think outside of WandaVision, aren't they all like 6 episodes? This feels like something that people have said they wanted. Like, I keep seeing people say, oh, television shows are too long, there's too many filler episodes, what we want are tighter stories. Oh, hi. Okay. Tighter stories, less filler, get to the point already. I mean, Disney Plus episodes or seasons are 6 episodes. There's a very clear sort of, like, I'd suggest like a 3-act structure that most of them seem to follow, which is episodes 1 and 2, episodes 3 and 4, and then 5 and 6. The only real exception to that was WandaVision, which, in my opinion, really made the most of its additional screen time. Jab is saying Moon Knight was a very strange comic. Moon Knight is a pretty strange show. I cannot say if it's as odd as the comic because I have never read the comic. And I'm only, like, it would be difficult for me to say how unfamiliar I am with Moon Knight. Yeah, this is not going to swing me up there. This is not going to do anything positive for me. We haven't yet jumped off of somebody. Let's try to jump off somebody. Yeah, that worked great. Awesome. See, that was just me jumping over him, not really jumping off of him. I'm sure we'll get the hang of it. I don't need to get involved in this. I just am. I just don't like these guys. Okay, we're all good. No one's mad at me because I accidentally, like, nicked them. Jab says that he does think... Oh, hello to Luca. Luca, I hope that you've had a great week so far. You can thank my neighbors that I'm here. They're fighting so loudly that I can't sleep. I'm sorry to hear that, Luca. That sounds very annoying and very disrespectful to other people nearby. But I will say that sometimes when you get in the... When passions run hot, sometimes you can sort of like lose focus on it. I just hope that they quiet down and you're able to get some rest soon. Okay, I don't know where all this is going, but we're gonna follow it to the ends of the earth. I happen to think that, so Oscar Isaacs is in Moon Knight. I happen to think that he's doing an excellent job. Can I... Whoa, boy! My headcanon is that it's because it's raining, the window that he was vertically running on was a little slippery. Anything in here for us? Oh, yeah. And hello to Semtex. Semtex, I hope that you're also having a great Thursday. Jab was saying, I do think 22 episodes is way too long. I think 16 is pretty good. I think the length of the season... I think the length of the season should be determined by the amount of story that they have going on. Okay, hold on. I need another pass at this one. You know, for example, Vampire Diaries, like the first 2-3 seasons, I feel like those were all in the 20-22 episode things. That show ripped like it was on a jet ski. Like...
Hello, Lance? Can you hear me now?
Locked up. Fucking electrical substation. Downtown. There's... chance. At the lowest level.
The lowest level is the downtown electrical substation, right, Lance? Oh, come on, can you hear me?
Infected. Infected are coming.
I'm on my way. Hold on.
It sounds pretty dire, but also who knows how long I've had this quest, so I might as well grab these rags before I go. Vampire Diaries is an example of a television series that ran probably much longer than it should have and got extremely dumb and tropey as it went. But for the first several seasons, like, you wouldn't, like, nobody would watch the Vampire Diaries and say to themselves, man, nothing ever happens in this show. You may not like the things that happen, they may not appeal to you, but that show was not slow on momentum. So I do feel like that many episodes can be filled out with content, provided that there's enough writing and enough budget to satisfy all of it. If you don't have those two things, then yeah, 22 episodes will be too long, 16 episodes will be too long. Oh God, what was it? Oh God, Jab, you just reminded me. Does anybody remember the name of that? Legion. I think it was called Legion on FX. That is an example of, do not ask me how many episodes were in like season 1 of Legion. It was too many. Legion was, to my memory, probably about 90 minutes worth of story spread very, very thinly over however many episodes it was. Hit up Wikipedia. I'm trying to see if there's any mechanism for me to get higher than where I am. Hit up Wikipedia, look up Legion Season 1, and understand that because there is more than one episode in that season, it was too long. Legion was interesting. Like, I feel like that's fair to say. It was well made and honestly impressive what the creators were able to do, given the fact that they didn't have any content at all, anything to fill that time with. So they just kind of like did whatever. So that I can swing down from that. I cannot swing up, and I'm about to fall because I'm trying to look at how I might get higher than this location. Semtex is saying good evening if it's even evening. Funny timing. I'm actually playing Dying Light 2 as well. Awesome. So theoretically, if I grab this, swing towards that, run on the wall exactly enough, we'll make it. I'm telling you what I'm going to try to do, and that way we can see when it doesn't work, why it didn't work. Oh, it's way too far down. Yeah, it's not going to happen. Okay, can I shorten the length on that? Yep. And I don't even know. That's what I decided to hook onto. So, yeah, we're just going to go down now. An item I've retrieved has been placed in the player stash. That's good, I guess. Let's see if we can get over to there. Oh, that's not an updraft. That's just... It's just smoking because it's a smokehouse. All right. Yeah, there's something up on top of this building. I can't get there right now. It is currently... The sun is going down. I got a bounty bonus box. Okay, that seems pretty cool. Let's go do the thing that we had to wait until nighttime. Which was... bad medicine. Yes. Because it is... What time is it right now? Night is coming, yes. Jav's asking, was Legion about angels? No. Legion was about Professor Xavier's son, who was, like, also haunted by, like, a shadow demon or something. The thing about Legion is that it was unmistakably well made. Like, Legion is interesting. It's one of those shows that, like, you look at it and you're like, man, the people that made this really cared about it? Hold on. There is an inhibitor container in here. And I kind of feel like I want to go in and try to get it since we're right here. Alternatively, I mean, is it going to show up on the map? No, because we haven't done, like, the radio transmitter in the area. How long until night is coming? I think we've got, like, 30 minutes in-game. I'll remember it now, says Jab, but did not watch it. Yeah, so... Legion was, like so many of the things that we talk about, well directed, very well acted, and did some extremely clever and interesting things with editing, with camera work. The whole series felt incredibly surreal, and it felt like at times almost like a student film, like coming out of film school or something. It felt highly experimental in a way that you would not normally associate with something that's on, you know, in this case, what is it, FX basic cable or whatever. However, what it didn't have was a story to go with it, and it's if the writing had been up to the same quality level as everything else. I think they really could have done something special. I watched the first season. I was the only person that like went through and watched the entirety of the first season, and then when season 2 came around, I just couldn't. I couldn't drag myself through what I expected to be episode after episode after episode after episode of fuck all happening. Sorry, we're at 9:25, so we're gonna give it. You can see how quickly it's going. Just a couple more moments. Yeah, Audrey Plaza was in it. Yeah. Audrey Plaza and the dude that they hired to play what's-his-face, I don't remember the name of the main character, but he was great. Yeah, if you can stomach a show where nothing ever actually occurs. Now, hold on, why are the dumb volatiles in there? Let me move a short distance away. Because we should not have multiple volatiles in there after dark. They should go out and start chasing me around out here, not hanging out in there. All right, let's go back and see if they've decided to get on duty. Come on, guys, get out of here. If they're still here, we're gonna leave. Okay, well, there's no point in trying to do this right now. They're gonna eat me alive, so we'll just go on with our quest. Okay. For some reason, I didn't drop kick successfully. Dad is saying, well, people watch soaps. Isn't the thing with soap operas that, like, a lot of things happen, but none of them ever matter? I've never well, that's not true. I was about to say that I've never watched a soap opera, but I will confess that we watched the first few seasons of Desperate Housewives. And that had all sorts of stuff happen. Like I was about to say, when... around the time that you realize that nothing ever matters because the show just sort of, like, continues to plow forward without a lot of regard for... like the consequences of anything, that's when you start to tune out, because it's like, well, if nothing ever actually has a consequence to it. Can I hit? Okay, bolter caught. Kind of a miracle that I'm not currently being chased by what's it called? Go. Are you seriously? Jump. Catch the thing with your hand. Okay. I guess I'll go around then. Kind of an arbitrary thing for Aiden to decide he doesn't want to grab a hold of. Fudge. Darn it. There is a volatile right in the vicinity. I don't think it's quite worked out. Are you serious? Wow. I don't think it's quite worked out where I am yet. But we are on borrowed time. Okay, now jump up. Oh, I am much closer to this than I thought I was. Yeah, we're sort of circling the building right now. Okay, I bet we can get up from here. I remember... Uh-oh. Well, turning off... Hold on. If I'm very quiet here for a second... Nope. There's going to be a UV light in here, so we can end the chase right away. Okay. Hold on. I will note that it has not informed me that the chase is over. I'm going to stand right here until we get the chase is over. We're on a timetable, but not that much of one. Are we good now? Hunt, whatever it's called. What I was about to say is that my friend HW, so he has this character that he's been working on for a long time called Hick Dog. And within the fiction of Hick Dog, HW created a soap opera called... It was called like... Oh my god. It was called like... Oh god damn it. Like Dr. Hospital Esquire or something, which was about the lead legal counsel working in a hospital... like for a hospital, and her name was like Madison Sinclair, and he started like just expounding on these incredibly elaborate episodes of this show that were completely convoluted and made absolutely no sense, but were very, very funny. At one point, like, Madison was trying to undergo a memory restoration surgery because she couldn't remember who the mother of her daughter was. Something like that. Just like these completely absurd things. And this all came up because one of the... Within the fiction of Hick Dog, the issue was one of the villains. One of the villains that this superhero of Hick Dog fights is called Preemptrix. And her motivation to become a supervillain was when, like, the big season finale of her favorite soap opera, Dr. Hospital MD, was on, and it got preempted because Hick Dog was doing like a sick trick, and the news went over to cover it, and so she became very, very irate, and then decided to become a supervillain and do crimes on and around major sporting events or other things that would be televised, so that her crimes would preempt it, and then nobody would ever get to enjoy the shows that they liked, because if she couldn't enjoy Dr. Hospital MD, then no one would be able to enjoy television. Like, this was her supervillain story. I was like, I do not know where he comes up with these, but Hick Dog was one of my all-time favorite things that HW ever came up with, because there were so many examples of that. There was such a rich tapestry of this completely fictional character that he, like, had all of these ideas for, but would never expand beyond the idea phase of them, unfortunately. Shit. Okay, I thought I choked that last guy out very quietly, actually, you guys. I was very respectful about it. Speaking of shows that have sort of like run their course but keep going, I did not realize, and I don't want to say too much about the characters involved, but there's another Walking Dead spinoff. There's like 2 Walking Dead spinoffs that are like out there right now. One of which I think just premiered, called like Dead City or something. And it's like, I actually would be interested to see this, or even to see a lot of the Walking Dead that we sort of tapped out on, but there's so much of it. Maybe this is the way that people feel about the Marvel series, which is just like, it's not that I begrudge the fact that it exists, it's that like there's so much that it becomes daunting in its own right. It's frankly, it's like starting up a big RPG. Like, oh man, you know what would be great? Final Fantasy 13. 3 separate games, part 1, part 2, and part 3, that as soon as you start the first one, you know you've got like 300 hours. Hey, I think I'll go play some Kingdom Hearts. Really bring myself up to speed on the fiction of Kingdom Hearts. That'll just be a cool, like, 1,500 hours to catch up on that. And like, it's not really the franchise's fault that there's a lot of it and that there's people dedicated to it. Like, it's not a negative against the thing, but it is just like, you look at it like, or I could play Dying Light 2, a game that kind of generally thinks you might have played the first one, but doesn't actually care. You can just enjoy it on its own terms and have a good time with it. Jab is saying it's on Netflix. Which thing are... Oh, was it Legion? Is Legion on Netflix? That would not surprise me. Alternatively, Hick Dog might be on Netflix. Which, if Hick Dog was on Netflix, I would terminate the stream right this second. I would hang up the stream, and you all would see me again after I'd watched and consumed every single episode of Hick Dog. Okay. I think if we're quiet, we can not fight these guys. I am looking for dog tags. I'm not... The fact that I'm talking about other things for the second, I don't really know what I'm looking for. I mean, obviously, here's what I would expect. Soldier bodies with a fairly well-defined marker leading me to them. Like indicating this is what you've been looking for the whole time. They're just not there yet. Dead City started 3 weeks ago on AMC. There's another one coming in the fall, either a movie or a miniseries. And can I ask a question? There was supposed to be a movie featuring Rick Grimes, which, to the best of my knowledge, still has not happened. What the hell? Like, what the hell? I mean, I know that COVID happened and stuff, but a lot of things happened. Like they've done 2 Mission Impossible movies in and around COVID. They can't scrape together the wherewithal to do this like movie that allegedly was written and ready to go into full production if only they had access to Andrew Lincoln, who wasn't going to be tied down to like doing a weekly television series anymore. This sounds more complainy than I mean it. It's just, we've been talking some recent episodes about the amount of respect that I have for Kevin Feige. And again, please forgive me if I'm not saying that correctly, but Crow seems very confident, so I think that she is going to have the right of it. That man has been running the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which now includes multiple television shows, for a decade. And while not every single thing is hit, that's an amazing accomplishment. Like, no matter what else this man ever does in his professional career, he will have run a multi-billion-dollar franchise by knowing who to trust, when to hand off the reins, when to take the reins back. And he's been tremendously successful. And when you compare against something like... Entertainment production is very, very complicated. It's very expensive. There's a ton of moving parts. There's a lot of people involved, and sometimes a lot of egos and contracts and labor disputes and all sorts of other things that can come up. And somehow, Kevin Feige has been able to navigate this for a decade. And by comparison, Scott Gimple, I feel like as showrunner, I think it's still Scott Gimple, I think is like broadly in charge of a lot of the Walking Dead stuff, has really struggled to manage what is ultimately a much smaller production. And I don't say that. That sounds like negative on Scott Gimple. If anything, I just think that it's a comparison point to say it's really hard to do what they do. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't want to do it. Hold on. I'm so close. There we go. Hickey's saying that the second one coming is Daryl Dixon. Yeah, Carol and Daryl, I think, is the setup for that one. And, well, I can't get through here quietly, so we are not going to try. I don't know how they're not going to call the series Carol and Daryl. Doesn't get... It's a natural marketing point there. Okay. That was probably no quieter than going in and lighting them all up. Oh, I should probably... Hold on, am I not allowed to... Here we go.
Sorry, I gotta take this.
Jab is bringing some interesting news. I did say that I wanted to see Megan, and it's on Prime now. Jab, you just lined up the movie that we're going to watch, well, maybe later today, but more likely tomorrow. Thank you for letting me know. Megan is one of those things that I very much know of. Oh shit, why did I do this? But worked very hard not to learn anything about. We're gonna have to take a shit. Okay, hold on. No. Well, no. Let's have some bandages. So I've got 37 of these guys. I do not currently remember the name of the actor who plays Carol from the Walking Dead series, but she's awesome. I really like her. I think that I'm completely blanking on the name of the guy that plays Daryl. I think that he does a very good job with a very minimal character. He is very good. I hope this is the right inhaler. It is. Like, I haven't yet seen a tremendous amount of range from him. So, it's... like, I like his performance as Daryl Dixon. What I think that I'd like to see is more from him. Now, by comparison, the actor who plays Carol, whose name I really should know, and in my head, I'm thinking Gail Ann Hurd, and that is not her. So I'm trying to remember what her name actually is. I've seen her in a variety of different things, and she is capable of playing a wide range of different characters. And just her progression as a character in The Walking Dead has been something to behold. So I really like her a lot. Oh, wait, is Drienne here? Drienne, who is the actor that plays Daryl? Did I miss Drienne? Hold on a second. I would feel terrible if I did not say hello to Drienne. Oh, also, I'm so sorry. I read this and then didn't say anything. Semtex was saying, I started a fresh new game of Dying Light 2 just to experience everything again, and it's been a while since I played of it because of other games. Yeah, this being my first playthrough... Blah, just use your UV boosters already. The series was actually called Daryl Dixon, and they're already running ads for it. Norman Reedus, yes, that's the guy who plays Daryl. And don't get me wrong, he's good. It's just I would like to see him play like somebody who's not like growly and southern. And if he doesn't, like, who's the guy that played his brother early on in the series? Went on to be, like, in Guardians of the Galaxy? Again, I don't see a huge range from that actor either. Like, the guy that he plays in Guardians is very similar to who he played in Walking Dead, and yet he's super good at it. Like, he's really, really likable. So it's not a knock to say that somebody doesn't have, like, a huge amount of range. But when somebody can be as good at playing Carol, and then also, like, she was also a character in... She got that role similar to how a lot of actors in The Walking Dead originally got their role, because they had also worked with Frank Darabont in The Mist, or Frank Darabont in general. And that actor was, you know, played in The Mist and was a different style of character, but no less strong. And, like, just seeing her in The Mist, originally I hadn't, like thought too much of it, but now you go back and watch and be like, holy shit. But yeah, she was in The Mist. The actor who played Andrea was in The Mist, and the actor who played Dale was in The Mist as well. Jeffrey Branch? That doesn't sound right. Wait. Oh, I thought I saw a, what's it called? A magnifying glass. Okay, I think it's time to head further downstairs. Caroluna, thank you so much for the raid. Earl, yes, was his brother. And yeah, today is going to be one of those days where I'm not very good at pulling out, like, names, because he's a very famous actor, and I'm just not remembering what his name is right at the moment. The guy that played Earl. Yes, I think it was Earl.
You were one tough son of a gun, weren't you?
Okay, that's 2 of 3. Let's unlock this quick shaft. Should I feel like I should go back upstairs and get immunified. Because I could take things, but this is the whole reason that you're unlocking these is that you have a fast way back up. Oh, unless you don't open it up on one of the floors. Caroluna, how was Derail Valley today? I did stop by and I was lurking for a little bit as you and Maxine were working some stuff out. Derail Valley, I feel like, could be called, like, Train Conductor Simulator, or well, not Conductor, Train Engineer Simulator, because it has an extremely high attention to detail. Okay, but just go down. Alright, now, we're just gonna go down, 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 nope, down. Down. I swear to God, down. Okay. At least on the topic of the game that I'm actually playing here for 1 second, I will say that I continue to be extremely impressed by the amount of spoken dialogue there is in this game, what with all of the side quests that there are. Like, the thing that we're doing right now is this whole elaborate side quest to go find the dog tags for some soldiers that we met at least briefly earlier in the main story. And now we're back to get their dog tags so that we can honor their sacrifice to the peacekeepers and, like, to bring them back to their families. You know, no man left behind and so forth. Even if we're only bringing back the dog tags, like, they meant something to us. They didn't have to do this mission. Like, they could have left this out. Oh, we are definitely in the right place, I think. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I think the best way to do this... Hold on. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to inventory. We are going to get ourselves a decoy. I'm going to pretend like I'm not here.
Younger than me.
I could have sworn I had 2, what's it called? Molotovs. What is happening? What? Oh my God, they're still not down! Stop ragdolling now. Caroluna, thank you for the requested quote. I'm 100% certain that I'm pretty certain. Caroluna says no derailments, but it did go boom. Uh-oh. I have to ask, what does and has an extra tab they can close, hooray for extra RAM? It was the question, like, what does that mean? It's just sort of a reference. If that was the question, it's the idea that when you have multiple browser tabs open with multiple streams, you're probably using ever-increasing amounts of VRAM. So by being able to close down some of those tabs, you're freeing up your system resources. I just felt like it was a fun way to say, like, hey, we're closing the tab. Oh, there we go. Caroluna's got to go to bed. Caroluna, thank you very much for the raid. I'm glad that you had a fun stream. Get some good rest. Hopefully we'll see you around tomorrow morning, and you'll have a wonderful close to your work week. Also, oh gosh, we might have run out of time. I should have asked Caroluna if he's feeling better. I want to say, like, earlier this week or over the weekend, he was not feeling real good, and I hope that has passed. Remind me if Marquack stops by. Same question. Because he was suffering from an upset stomach for a couple days, which seems miserable. Jab is saying, I don't use Chrome, so not a problem. We don't use Chrome either. We use Firefox primarily. With, I have to say, a really good... Well, we don't have this quest yet. A really good ad blocker, which we never ran. We never used an ad blocker until the internet moved to a state where you would, or we were getting ads that were like actively infectious, like just visiting an otherwise completely legitimate website, but the ad servers would get infected, and that was causing a problem, like trying to download files and stuff automatically. So as soon as that started, it's like, nope. Sorry, ads on the internet. You all had your time, but if you can't keep your shit straight, we're gonna start taking steps that we don't get infected. Well, it's 100 meters. It's just, you know it's going to be straight up. Jab's been using Firefox forever. Yeah. Also, Maxine was saying that she's got 12... She doesn't have 12 gigs of VRAM for nothing. Same here. That was actually something that Digital Foundry was covering in one of their recent videos. Some of the... When I say, like, lower models, I should probably, like, rephrase as, like, more affordable models of the 40 series have really good performance, but very limited VRAM. And they were sort of, like, going through about how, like, there's going to be some big problems for people who get these cards and then want to run at the higher texture sizes, because they're not going to get the performance they expect if the card needs to constantly swap out video textures in order to make anything... Oh, shit. In order to make anything... Oh, see, hold on. That would be perfect. Let's see if we can get over there. Nope. Just hopefully not die. Oh, please! Okay. I was trying to swing to the pole so that we could climb up and at least look a little bit cool.
No, man. Settle down. They'll think you'll give you a promotion for catching me. Keep quiet. You're pathetic, you know that. Remember
Yeah, I don't remember the numbers, but like there's a couple like 4060 models, I think, and they were looking at it and saying, like, you've got one that has somewhat, it's more expensive than it should be because it's got more RAM than it's going to be effectively able to use, and with a slightly different architecture, they could have gotten a more affordable model with like 1/3 less RAM, and it would have been like a way better price point. Or you can get the one that's significantly less expensive, but also doesn't have enough VRAM. So NVIDIA managed to make 2 cards that are on either side of what would have been a good idea. One that's too expensive for what it does, and the other one that's very, that's a great cost proposition, except for the fact that it's gonna, you're gonna have to run everything on like medium textures. Go check out Digital Foundry; they'll walk you through it better than I will.
Hey, has someone hurt you?
My son. I gave my whole life to him, and in my golden years, how does he repay me? By making life hell. In my own home. I couldn't take it anymore. So I left.
Where will you go?
Oh, I heard about an abandoned container nearby. It used to belong to the peacekeepers, but now it's empty. Well, it was empty. When I went to see it, infected were all over the place.
Well, let's say I get rid of the infected for you.
Would you do that? I'll pay you.
Sure thing. Where can I find you afterwards?
I'll go to the canteen. Well, any place is better than my hellhole of a home and my demon son.
I adore her accent. And hello to Lord Impa.
How can a son do this?
Wait, what quest was I? Oh no, I was on this quest.
I'm at the mercy of strangers.
Yeah. No, let's do this one. You can probably do this during daytime. Should I try this one? I'm right on top of it. Let's try the paraglider one. I kind of want to wait until I have the level 3 paraglider, but let's give it a shot since I happen to be standing right next to it. Impa, I hope that you have had a great Thursday so far.
This is the right place.
Follow the checkpoints.
If it's malfunctioning, you must report. It works. It works.
I should have asked Luca how his July has been. Shit, that's... And we already missed it. Can I obviously did the wrong button. Okay, one more time. Also, Luca saying, I hope that I'm not late. Luca, you have arrived exactly when you mean to be here. I'd say that you are exactly on time. Especially for like paragliding challenges and me not being very good at them. Okay, and I missed that one. So we're gonna give it one more shot. Whoops. Oh, one other just like quick thought about Moon Knight for what it's worth. It is a little bit difficult, not having seen how it's all like gonna come together in the balance, but it's hard for me to imagine how a character that at this moment exists exclusively within like the purview of a Disney Plus series is going to be factored into like the larger movies or anything. Like, what percentage of people... Shit. Well, no, that was completely my fault. I mean, I just jammed on B for no good reason and dropped the paraglider. But, like, what percentage of people who might go see a Marvel movie in the theater, like, hey, that seems like fun. We can have some, enjoy a Marvel movie at the theater, get the 4DX experience? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the paraglider challenge here is not the activity that I enjoy most in this game. So we're going to hit proceed, and we will go on to something else. Let's go to our journal. Maybe someday I'll sit down and really grind that out. A woman left home after an argument with her grown son. She asked me to clear the infected from a place she planned to move into. Let's see if we can do this during the daytime. Lord Imp is saying, I don't like that they removed SLI. Like the ability for 2 cards to work in tandem. I will say this. We never had an SLI system. I had at one point a system that had 2 video cards, but they were not SLI'd together. They were rather, there were 2 video cards in there so that one could service specifically as the physics processor. Because this doesn't really seem to be a thing anymore, but for a while, NVIDIA was really pushing their onboard physics coprocessor, which would allow for much more detailed like particle physics and like liquid physics and stuff. Because it was always optional, it wasn't something that they could... Find a container for Bridget. Where am I? Just in this general area? I feel like I'm missing something here. Hold on. I have no idea. Find a container for Bridget. But there's... It's like nearby. Lord Imp is saying, or multi-GPU configuration on newer GPUs today. I had a dual GPU setup once. My impression, and again, I never had one, but my impression was that SLI was awesome if you were interested in a specific game or program that you knew was going to support it. You know, maybe a couple, because it wasn't like it was a feature that a lot of people liked and made use of. However, every time that I looked into it, it seemed like the overall percentage of games that would make proper use of it without some sort of like a technical concession of some kind wasn't very high. So it was like, man, if you really wanted to play War Thunder and Cyberpunk and Dying Light 2, all 3 of those would support SLI. However, if then you also wanted to play like Diablo 4, oh, well, that doesn't support SLI. So now you've got one video card that's sitting there and not doing very much, or worse, sometimes actively causing problems because Diablo 4 can't like work out. This is a purely hypothetical example. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go for this quest right now. Find a container for Bridget. It's 44 meters away. It has stopped being marked anywhere on my map, unless that's it, and it's not. I'm going to go head towards Persons of Interest quiz. I'm not that familiar with the show. It had an actor who was on... Shit. Me pressing the wrong button again. Lost. But aside from that, I'm not... Wait, no, now it says kill the infected around the container. Which is over there. Okay. Was that, you guys, was that somehow there and I didn't see it? Impa had dual Radeon HD 3870s. Oh, and Zerder. Hello to Zerder. Oh, no, Zerder said that. Impa's green, Zerder's purple or pink. Yeah, as Maxine said, not all games supported it. If SLI had been like universally supported, like handled in Windows drivers so that it just like worked natively and you would get that benefit, I probably would have built an SLI system at some point. As it is, whether I'm streaming or not, there's like a large variety of different games that I like to play, so it always felt like that money was a bit better spent just getting a better graphics card than 2 graphics cards. I always wanted one, but when I looked into it, I was like, I just can't justify it. It would be very cool if it remained an option, though, for sure. Okay, I actually meant to do the jump, but turn on the generator. I will do. I feel like she'll have a happier move-in day. Like it'll be a better housewarming party if these guys aren't around.
Always safe.
Impa did not use the dual GPUs for gaming, used it for study. Were you in like a, I know that a lot of architecture and engineering courses are surprisingly really, really processor, not surprisingly, very, very processor intensive because of a lot of the software that they run and a lot of the simulation work that can go into it. You know, AutoCAD and so forth. Was it something like that? That's more central processor, but it would not surprise me if they benefited from some good video setups as well.
Take heed and bear witness. I recognize you. You are Aiden. I, as I'm sure you well know, am Regis, the Herald. I behold and recount all that goes on in this city.
Herald? Is that a real job?
Not only is it real, it is of the utmost importance. Since the fall of traditional media, where else would the citizenry get their information?
Yeah, I see. What were you before this? Farmer?
Bite your tongue, sir. I was a former VNC News editor-in-chief, a most trustworthy and well-informed source of the day's news.
Is this why you're standing in the shadow of the VNC tower? Do you miss bossing people around?
Let's see if you know more about the good people of Villador than simply to mock them. I have 4 simple questions to ask you about some of our more interesting citizens. Answer them correctly, and I will believe you a worthy member of our community.
I don't think that I'm going to be able to answer these successfully, but we'll do our best.
Sure, I've met a lot of people.
Your first question, then. Who is the shadowy figure that pulls the strings in the bazaar? A dealer in, shall we say, ill-gotten goods?
Well, shit, I would have said Juan. I'm between Hubert or Meyer, and I really don't know. Let's go with Hubert.
I think you're talking about Hubert.
That nincompoop? Hardly. I thought you practically lived at the bazaar. Sorry. Come back when you've done your research.
Maybe Juan mostly hangs around at the canteen. Okay, so we'll have an opportunity to, like, talk with this guy again, and eventually we'll make it through. The last one I think I had to visit a couple times. I would like to, yeah, just have that deselected. So we could go to deep cover. We'll fast forward us tonight. It's 7 hours. We could go see if there's anything else cool to do. I usually like doing my missions during the daytime. We could also go on with our story quest. A den for Bridget. Let's go let her know that we cleared out the place. Hello to Jägermeister. Lord Imp is saying that he had games like Civ, Age of Empires, and Halo, but all the rest were extremely demanding programs for his course, like his school course. 1 GPU was just dedicated for those. That sounds like you know, not in the SLI way of it, but for like I said, I had a system that was I had one like main graphics, and then I had like an extra NVIDIA card that was in there just so that I could go into the control panel and say, hey, if this game supports physics, like Borderlands 2 was an example where I really like that game and the way that it looks with all of its like particle effects dialed up to max through the physics options. To have a video processor, like a GPU that was dedicated just to that, meant that it ran really well and looked really good. Oh, right. During one night. I'm never going to get 10 of those. I'm just not. Defeat a Banshee using only ranged weapons. I'm not even sure what a Banshee is. A Banshee is apparently different than a Howler. Defeat Special Infected at night using only explosives. Yeah. Find and destroy a volatile hive, which are located in dark hollows and completed GRE quarantines. That I might do. Defeat 3 chargers, which I like doesn't have some time limit on it. Loot items while in co-op. Well, I'm not going to do that. Let's Let's put on the one for the 3 chargers, because I
Watch
feel like
yourself out there, you
that's
hear?
going to happen kind of naturally as we go. Oh, and I could cancel this bounty. I think I should cancel this bounty because I'm not going to get it. And by comparison, the volatile hive. Let's
Big
do that.
strapping lug like you, this'll be a piece of cake.
Because I would like to visit a volatile hive at some point. Did I say hello to Jägermeister? I hope that I did. Jägermeister, I hope that you have... By the way, I didn't get a chance to, like, check out the VOD, but I did enjoy what I had seen of your... Nope. Of your, cooking stream that you did. How did the salsa turn out? I'm just double checking if I've got... Yeah, so when we visit a vendor, we'll be able to sell all of our current gear. Let me also put something else into this slot. I guess we could toss this knife at somebody. Just be rid of that. Map.
Sometimes I can't
Yeah, let's sell all that gear. We'll get the cash.
Looking for a husband?
Go on.
Why a trap?
I don't bite, honey. Hard. I keep my prices low. You'll see. And here was I worried about running out.
This woman is clearly not Amy Sedaris, but she reminds me of the character that Amy Sedaris plays in The Mandalorian, which is just sort of like a what feels like a bit part, but I just
you
like
know
seeing
just
Amy
what to
Sedaris in
bring,
general. I think
honey.
that she's very funny and very talented.
Baby, I totally needed that.
Sell. Okay, so we got rid
Let
of
me
all
take
that and all
that
of our
off
spare
your
weapons.
hands.
I can see if there's anything that I want to buy, but probably not. No, and no. None of this stuff is all that great. I mean, maybe the C4 is amazing, but I don't care about it very much. We could... See, the thing is, we can craft better stuff than this. I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that. Now, the shoes. Are these any better? No, hold on, because they do more two-handed weapon damage, and that's mostly what I care about. Parkour XP and combat XP, that's a big whatever to me, especially since we're getting near the end of our path, our upgrade path. Maybe there's prestige levels, I don't know. I actually do think I want heavy boots. It's more gear armor and more damage, so I'm gonna buy these.
Ain't you decisive?
I'm super decisive. That's what everybody calls me. Oh, this is about to break, too. We should stop by the Craftmaster. Nope. I want shoes. We're gonna put on those. And then we'll sell our extra
Well,
shoes.
aren't you welcome as all hell? Why, thank you, honey. I wanted one of those.
Oh, hello to Moo! Okay, I've got to go take Littlest Bug to an appointment, so rating, resubbing... Wait. I'm missing something. Hold on. It just scrolled by, and I think I missed it. Moo! Thank you so much for the resub. And don't trust the... Oh, no. Did I miss the raid? Hopefully not by too much. Thank you so much to Don't Trust the Waffles for the raid. Don't Trust the Waffles had been playing Control. We have many people in chat. I'm going to risk a alt tab so that we can do a shout out for Patikin, and a shout out for Jägermeister, and a shout out for Don't Trust the Waffles. There we go. Who is playing Control. I want to do one for Caroluna, but like I find that if you do too many shout-outs, then people don't even have a chance to check out the names and stuff like that. So let me just minimize. And hello to Innertooth as well. How did Control go today? And then I missed the opportunity, because I think that Moo is ducking out for appointment. I got to go take Littlest Bug to an appointment, so rating, resubbing, and running. I'll enjoy this when Auspicious Angel sees it all in like 15 minutes. Yes, I'm so sorry that I didn't notice it immediately. I don't know if Don't Trust the Waffles is still here, but I am so excited that they have decided to start streaming. I very much hope that they stick with it. I think that streaming, like, legitimately will bring out a lot of...
Stuff is in no time.
Yes, hold on. I want to get these blueprints. Infected arrows. What's the difference between infected arrows and toxic arrows? I don't know if I want... What's this? Bleed effect to 1 damage in front of you, slowly lowering its health. I'd actually kind of like that idea of bleed damage.
You'll wonder how you survived without that.
Get some cold damage. You know what? There's no reason. I have lots of money. What I was about to say is that I think that... Wait, is this a... Sorry, is this a blueprint?
That'll never
It is a blueprint. Okay. Yeah, sell me all the blueprints. And then we got some supplies that I'm not there yet. We may do an upgrade, but I want to see... We need a new, bludgeon. The engine bludgeon. Which I don't have enough cans. So we need 16 cans. Let's see if he will sell those.
Old Faithful, I call that.
Okay, let's craft weapon. Now we have a replacement for our engine bludgeon. If I also had an opportunity to do like this, but I would wanna upgrade it if we could. We can't do any upgrades on this. Oh, right. Hold on. We can finally do the paraglider. That's not the final level of paraglider. I thought we were on the final level of paraglider. Regardless, we are going to do the paraglider. I didn't know that there were upgrades to the grappling hook. Adds the ability to attach to a surface and gain additional velocity in that direction. Well, shit, now I really want that. But no, let's go with paraglider. We've been saving up for a very long time to get that. Yeah, now we need military tech for everything else. Sorry, I'm thinking here. I think that I would like to have an upgraded regeneration booster and medicine and throwing knives if we could. You don't see me use the throwing knives as much, but that's not because I don't like them. Hello to Don't Trust the Waffles, who says, control is great, at least after wandering around for half an hour confused, finally figuring out where I'm supposed to go. How is Dying Light going for you? There's some wandering in this as well, but I think less wandering than in Control. Control is, I would say that like a third of that game, honestly, is just figuring out how to get to where you're meant to be. So your experience there is... I think probably very common. I had that experience. Patikin had that experience. Yeah, Moo's played that game, so I'm pretty sure that Moo has had that same experience. It's like, well, I know where I am, and I know where I'm trying to get to. I just have no idea how to navigate that space.
Stop being so melodramatic.
Are you not ashamed?
Mom, listen to me.
I'm gonna die lonely and forgotten.
Mom, come home. I'm so worried about you.
Is that stray you took in still there?
Please don't talk like that about my future wife. Her name is Sylvia.
You've known her for a week and you're calling her your wife? What do you even know about her?
I love her.
More than your own mother? I must have been a terrible mother. You see, this nice young man promised to get me a container where I can live out my days alone.
But Mom!
Quiet! Now, how did it go, my hero?
Well, you can move in.
Here is your well-earned payment. I could have left it to my son, but he deserves nothing.
Please, talk some sense into her because I don't have the strength anymore.
What? I have no idea what these options mean in relation to this particular conversation. She's upset at her son for mistreating her. She's moving out on her own. and she's paying Aiden for having cleaned out the container. What the hell? I'm actually serious. Without looking it up, like if you've already played it, I'm less interested in that. But for the people that are like seeing this for the first time, do you guys have any idea what these options mean in regards to their current disagreement? Children have to go their own way someday. Yes, that's true. So she should forgive him for deciding on his own to do things that she didn't approve of. Mother comes first means that he should obey what she has to say regardless. I think that's got to be it. Yeah, once I started talking it through, I feel like that must be it. That her opinion, her house, her rules, that's what it is. Or, hey, he's got to learn to assert his independence at some point. The trouble is that, like, maybe I've missed something, but it was her place, and now she's feeling, like, chased out. I don't think it's a great idea for her to go live by herself. I don't think that'd be true of anybody, honestly. Jägermeister saying left is side with him, right is side with mom. Okay, that's sort of what I had arrived at. Thank you for, like, having some confirmation on this. I don't know which thing that I agree with more, but I think that living with family and closer to support is probably way more important than whatever it is that they're fighting about.
Mother comes first.
You don't know what you're talking about.
But he's right. Who loves you more than anyone in the world? And who will always take care of you?
Damon Killian.
Fine. I'll pack Sylvia's things and tell her to leave.
Finally. Well, it's about time you came around. Thank you. I have no idea what I would do if it weren't for your help.
Okay, I'm not doing Paraglider City Challenge. I can't even finish it, much less finish it with a bronze. Let's go to Journal again. I do want to do the story quest. I want to do the story quest this episode, so maybe we're going to go do that next. But let's just take a quick look. Oh, hold on. We definitely want to help the man trapped in the electrical substation. Where is that relative to where I'm standing? Do we know? North. So what I was starting to say when Don't Trust the Waffles raided over, and I was like, I really hope that they stick with it. I think that streaming helps to teach, practice, and underscore the value of a lot of really valuable skills. Talking, expressing yourself, formulating your thoughts, and sharing them in a way that will make sense for people. And it's also like multitasking. I'm not good at it. I look at people and remember people like Panda, for example, who were such naturals at it. They were so good. They made it look so easy to be engaging in these incredibly complicated, game mechanics while carrying on just completely effortless conversations with multiple people in chat. The Sunny Panda was able to do that. That is a learned skill. It may come more naturally to some people than others, but being able to do one thing and think another and sort of like compartmentalize where your brain power is, that's a valuable skill that will help you out in the real world with actual multitasking. So I think that streaming can be... I know this may sound a little bit like the old, oh, but mom, video games are actually really great for your hand-to-eye coordination. Except that they actually are, and I think that streaming is a great way to expand that to say, it's also sort of great for your mental agility. So, yeah, for a few different reasons, I hope that Don't Trust the Waffles sticks with it. Among other things, it's super fun. Dude saying goodbye, knees. Yeah, I don't think that you can parkour for very long and not have some sort of cartilage damage. Inner Tooth is dropping a lurk as well, as a slate. So is Patikin. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for the great streams earlier.
Lance, where are you?
They almost got me. Please.
But where? I can't see anything.
I want to read this article. While we're doing this, yeah, Patikin earlier had been playing some Plague Tale Requiem, and which I can't really watch, but I was able to stop by and at least say hello earlier. And Inner Tooth has been playing a lot of Captain of Industry with the latest update, and I very much want to play that game when it is done, is my rule on that. I have this weird mental block about doing early access games. I really appreciate the people that do get involved and are able to participate in the development of the game, but for me, I'm like, give it to me when we've hit 1.0, and then I can really dive in. Alarming deaths terrify Europe. Is new strain of the Haran virus responsible for a series of horrific deaths? Speculation is growing that dozens of alarming deaths in Zurich, Paris, and London share a sinister cause. In each case, victims suffered similar symptoms: respiratory illness, high fevers, then mental and physical decline, followed by a gruesome death. This was initially attributed to an outbreak of rabies. However, this newspaper's investigation has revealed the cover-up of a new strain of the Haran virus, which appears to have originated in a level 4 GRE laboratory located near Geneva. Oh, you know what else? I didn't get a chance to share this with Patikin. Oh, my stash? I don't have a need to put anything into my stash right now. We did today start putting up the Star Trek Resurgence streams. So they're not published yet, but we started moving the Star Trek Resurgence episodes onto YouTube. So they will be available on YouTube, and once they are, we will be adding a link on the Twitch page here to the channel and arranging them into a playlist. It takes some time for them to process and stuff. I also want to make sure that they are... I want to learn the process myself so that I can assist with pushing them over there and make sure that they're up and arranged properly and so forth, and then we'll make sure that everybody has that option. So just in case, for any reason, people are more interested in watching the VODs on YouTube instead of Twitch, they will be available soon. It just won't be today. It'll be basically as soon as they're up, processed, and ready to go. We're just trying to get them up in a proper order. Yeah, so on that note, so we've already turned on this substation. That's apparently locked from this side. So I think we turned this one on. It seems familiar and everything's wired. And there. Oh, I was so fancy. While we're going, so there shall be no spoilers here, but while we're going, I've alluded to at a couple different points that there were some troubles with the production, not with the game, with the production of the episodes for Star Trek Resurgence. There's not a lot of interesting stories to come out of this. It's not like... Okay, well, I'm going to assume that that goes along the floor and then downstairs somewhere. What happened, for the record, is midway through, one of the episodes just, like, didn't save correctly. And then it was saying, like, oh, this is corrupt, so you can't open this. And we basically had lost a full 1-hour episode. And the thing about Star Trek Resurgence is there's no checkpoints. There's no load states. The game goes forward at all times. There is no chapter select. There's no like, oh, I want to see a different version of these events. At least there wasn't at the time that I played it. So to have played an hour and then to have lost that content, there wasn't going to be a way to get it back. There wasn't going to be a way to like just go back and replay that 1 hour. Now, fortunately, my producer was able to wash that apparently corrupted video through some additional... Damn it.
Locked. There must be another entrance.
Anyone, please. Repeat, I need help. Can anyone hear me?
I hear you.
I don't trust this person at all. I just want to say that. It was able to be repaired, is the point. It took a lot of time to figure out how to do it, but when I say that Star Trek Resurgence came very, very, very close to being canceled, that's what I... Does this move? It doesn't seem to be. Oh! And this is not the direction that I want to go. How is this ground floor? We went up. Maybe it was telling me that I was on the ground floor. Yeah, well, this is... Well, hold on. No, wait, maybe this is good. Because now we could maybe go in underneath where the elevator was and get lower. We'll just disregard that, and now we are lower. Is this still locked, though? Locked from inside. Wow. This didn't get me lower, it got me right back to where I was. When that video corrupted, I wasn't sure that we were gonna continue, because the alternative would have been to like replay the entire game. The alternative would have been to like put up an episode describing what had happened, and that would have that wasn't gonna work for anybody, because like as a narrative game, there's a lot of plot developments that go into it. And here I'm going to just tell everybody, like summarize what had happened for a full hour of the episode. So it was a big damn deal when we got that episode back. And it...
Aiden? Driscoll, come by the guild, Aiden. I want to send you out on some deliveries.
Waiting to see how it was all going to turn out delayed things quite a bit and pushed it back beyond what it was going to, what the original timetable had been.
Oh, shit. Looks like I'm too late. By a few years.
Just so that
this recording must have been made years ago, and when the electricity went on, it started playing in a loop. Whoa.
I was gonna say that was all part of the cutscene, even though it was very, very quiet. Okay, so I mean that's a sad ending, but the good news is it's something that was sad a long time ago. And yeah, so for the record, what happened after that is that it felt like such a miracle, like a localized miracle, that we were able to finish the playthrough and put it up at all. That was around the time it was like, well, at the end, when I usually do I sort of talk through what I liked and didn't like and like what my overall reactions to it was. I remember the conversation very distinctly about like, what if we just added a couple clips to help illustrate like certain points that I was making as it went. And that turned into a much, much, much larger project that hopefully if people watch it, they'll be like, that came together well. If we're very fortunate, it came together well in the balance, but it was very much a learning process to get it there. And Mia had suggested like actually sharing the screenshot that I'd sent to her of like what that all, I want to do the story quest next, though. Let's go to Empire. I was looking for a former GRE doctor, Jack Matt. Promised to help me find him, but first needed my help with his plan. So we're going to go do this next. We can do the carriers later on. I'm going to do the jump. There we go. Wow! Hold on. You can really get some height jumping off a zombie. Am I... Oh, I really should have saved the spear for that guy. Do I get anything for fighting this dude at this point? Like, is there any point? Hold on a second. We're gonna cheese this encounter by saying, I have not yet upgraded my engine bludgeon. Let's do a modify. We could... I've really gone all in on electrical damage so far. Venom or flame. Base damage bonus plus 4%. Yeah, this just does more damage. Like, I feel better about Spark Tip. And then the shaft. What's our highest level one? Probably fire. And then the grip, we will give it the empowerment, so it does like bonus damage. This is the same ones that I typically use. And I gotta say, been working out pretty well. That's not even the new one, by the way. That guy just wasn't made of sterner stuff. Fox McCloud is saying, why is Ohio background music a thing in YouTube? And then Lord Impa wants to cut his tongue. I'm simultaneously very curious, like, what suddenly brought that about? And also, like, think carefully, because that's like a one-way trip. Inhibitor container is nearby. Is it up? It is up. We are getting closer and closer to it. Oh, he's saying that learning French is a nightmare. Got it. So, we can't go... Well, I mean, we can go in here. We don't want to. Well, actually, I kind of want to. This is a level 2 place. Maybe we can do this. It's 3 hours till nightfall. The inhibitor container is right there. Was that it? Was that the whole... Because if that's it, I will go immediately. Let's go to our skills. We are going to upgrade our stamina. Imp is saying, of course I wasn't really serious about cutting it. I'm just expressing stress on how hard French is making me question my life. Learning additional languages and getting the accent anything close to correct, yeah, is a whole project, because there's folks out there that grew up learning to speak it correctly, and now you're coming to it with your own understanding of language and be like, well, I don't know how to make my mouth do that. Oh boy. Yep, that's gonna be bad. Surprisingly, although I probably shattered both ankles, everything else about that went just fine. Yeah, specifically, I'm not here to tut anybody about their life choices. However, if somebody did say in a serious manner that they wanted to cut their tongue, I would encourage them to learn a lot about the type of permanent nerve damage that can occur.
Don't be afraid.
Seems very, very risky to me.
Until today, I thought our chances against renegades were pretty good.
But also not something that I'm well educated on, so I'm going to leave the topic there. Imp is saying, I'm forced to learn the language since it's a family trial or something.
On a day like this,
I'm not familiar with family trial, like a
That'll be even better.
like a tradition, maybe? Or just, maybe I'm just not familiar with the phrase family trial. I don't think I need to stop by a shop yet. What's over here? Oh, return dog tags. Sure, why don't we do that real quick? I thought that there were more dog tags to pick up.
You've returned.
Hey, Kyra.
So, have you found any dog tags yet?
I found the dog tags of Sierra, Little Ron, and Kitty.
Thank you, Pilgrim. This is for you. Do you have the other dog tags?
Did Sierra and Little Ron know there were screamers in this lab?
Sierra certainly assumed that possibility. He wasn't stupid. I remember how we laughed at Sierra. We used to call him Brains. He kept getting job offers from the top. But he never cared for climbing the ladder. He preferred to stick close to his brother, Brasco. As for little Ron, he joined the PK after having lost his son. Who knows? Maybe he went back for Kitty because he reminded him of his boy.
If you are out there and you voice this character, I love your voice. I really like her voice. This game, like, maybe if somebody told me this voice actor, I would recognize the name. Absent that possibility, I feel like this game is introducing me to a large cast of people that I think are doing, like, awesome work, and I don't feel like I've heard before in other things.
I'm still looking.
Imp is saying that not a tradition, but more like a test for certain privileges in the future. Well, I'm glad, like, the effort that you're putting into it now, I think, is definitely going to pay off. That's something that I'd like to underscore for people. Something can be, like, grueling and annoying and, like, kind of a hassle in the moment, but when you're done, you don't feel it right now, and maybe you never will. But I have gone through things in my life when I was in them, I was like, this sucks. Like, this is intolerable. I hate this. I'm so miffed that I have to do this. I'd rather do anything else. And then when it's done, and then through that, like, magical lens of retrospect that we all get, you're like, in retrospect, that was a really good time. And even if I didn't enjoy the work, what it was clarity and optimism. Hold on, before we do this, you have a specific thing that you know that you need to do, that you know that deep down inside that you can do, and that you'll be better off on the other side for doing it. And not everything in life works that way. So when you find an opportunity to have that, you may not realize it in the moment, but later on in life, you'll be like, man, that was a good time for me. It is amazing how rarely it is that we are living in the good old days and don't currently recognize it. And hello to Hard Luck Hank. The dog tag quest, indeed. Yeah, I just did one of those, so we've got more to come.
I'm guessing your message is coming through loud and clear now.
I owe you, Aiden, I really do. Our words can now reach everyone. I don't know how to thank you.
Sure you do. It's easy. The GRE doctor.
Of course. Always to the point, eh?
Like a crossbow bolt.
Too bad Roe and the boys would never see what they've achieved. Still, the Enlightenment campaign is working. And can you tell me the single most important element of an Enlightenment campaign.
This man is never going to give me what I want, I don't think. I'm going to say the speaker, because I think that Jack Matt is going to be the speaker.
The speaker?
The speaker is important. His voice, his charisma, key ingredients.
You're referring to yourself?
What matters is...
Is... what already?
The range.
The range?
What's the point of good news if no one can hear it?
Wait, you're telling me that not enough people can hear your beautiful news?
And that's why I need your help one more time, Aiden.
Wait, what? I delivered on my part of our bargain. Now it's your turn.
Turns out it's harder than I expected.
Matt, no. You know how hard it was out there?
I know. We all appreciate your efforts, but the doctor I told you about is hiding.
Which is why you were looking in the first place, right? To find him. Matt, I flipped the switch on your entire Enlightenment campaign, and you can't even find one person for me?
We thought we had a lead 2 days ago, but it was a dead end.
Jack, I don't give a shit. This is taking too long. You promised.
I know, son. And I intend to keep that promise. We'll send out information via our broadcast. We'll ask everyone. Everyone. I will personally ask anyone who comes to join us about that doctor. All I'm asking you is, help me boost the signal range so it reaches more people, and the search will be easier.
Fuck, Matt. This is not how it was supposed to go.
I know, son. But our goals are aligned here, as you can see.
Just tell me what to do.
Thank you, Aiden. Here are the antenna positions. We have to adjust them to our frequency.
After this, no more favors, Jack.
The first antenna is on top of the tallest office building in the Wharf, near the park just south of Marsh End Lane. Good luck.
Even if we did not have people like Luan telling us outright that Jack Matt is not to be trusted, this would be the point at which I would realize, oh man, he's just jerking us around. The fact that we do have people that I trust a lot more than this guy, like Luan, saying, yeah, this guy is not just brutal, he's untrustworthy. Like, we have now multiple points of verification that he is never going to give Aiden what he promised. As soon as Aiden, he's one of those people where as soon as Aiden is no longer of value, he'll just, like, dismiss Aiden or more likely just have him killed. You know, he's just like one of those people where it's more valuable to him to not provide the assistance than to live up to his end of the bargain. And yeah, I'm gonna go get these scratches because I do this every time we exit. I very much want to get these. I just don't want to get infected while I do it. Okay. Jab is also saying that, like, you never recognize a golden age when you're in one. And even if you think that you do, you still don't. Because I remember feeling like we were in a golden age of television. Hold on.
Just give me some time.
I know you're worried. I was a bit like you when I joined the army, you know. Good, noble, with a purpose. I believed I could change the world. But the world kept changing.
Why? Hold on.
Let me know when you spot the first.
Did I? Hold on. Is this my better bow? Didn't I get a better bow? Well, not this one. I could, yeah, I never put it on. A level 7 bow. I never actually, like, equipped this. Okay, well, now we've got it. I mean, I'm gonna go back to this for now. Oh. Okay, stop it. We're gonna do this, and that. And that. I got interrupted by, like, the game that we're actually playing. I remember feeling like we were in a golden age of television a bunch of years ago, and this was around the time that, like, on any given day, and any given month, you would turn on the television and you would have something like Lost, or Alias, or Traveler, or Journeyman, or Grey's Anatomy, or, Eyes. Like, it just felt like there was so much experimentation happening on television with all of these, like, larger prestige shows that would be a little bit more serialized, higher production values, clever writing, great casts.
Not really.
Damn. She hasn't shown up in the canteen, not answering the radio. Where the hell is she?
No idea, Frank. Sorry.
Sorry. Fuck that. You're a bad seed, Aiden. You really screwed us. And you gave him the station knowing how it hurt us. So help me if anything happens to her again.
Whoa, slow down, Frank. What do you mean, again?
Luan has her kill list. She's obsessed with it. Her kill list will only kill her, I'm telling you, Aiden.
You really need to pull yourself together, Frank. I'll let you know if I hear from Luan. Shit.
Also, I will say this. I didn't give the transmitter to well, I did partially give the transmitter to Jack Matt because of the assistance that the PKs had given in, like, getting to the transmitter in the first place. Like, a lot of people lost their lives there. But also, it was partially because of the assistance that Frank didn't give. Like, Blobby Blah. Hopefully Blobby... No, grab it. Grab the thing. Hopefully Blobby Blah is right here. Blobby Blah was the one who pointed out correctly to me that Frank knew about the exploding infected and knew that we were going there and didn't mention it, and then a bunch of more people lost their lives. That's the kind of behavior, Frank, that's gonna get you not owning the transmitter when we finally get it. Yeah, Blobby Blah is here. I like people to know that I remember these encounters, like these interactions, and it's good to have, like, it's the PKs earned the right to this transmitter, even if Jack Matt is making me currently re-question that. But also, Frank assertively lost it. Like, he lost his right to it by keeping from us life-saving information simply because he didn't want to relive the thing that he relives every single day. Okay, so I have been this high before. I do not know how to be higher than this, so I've got to figure it out here. It's one of those things where what you want is, like, the ability to, like, you want the drone from, like, Wildlands. You want to have, like, your eagle from Assassin's Creed to be able to, like, see this building from the outside, so you'd have some sense of how you're meant to climb up it. Oh, hold on. There might be a way internally. Yeah, okay, here we go. I didn't look at here, because this is the same building we were in earlier this, or trying to climb earlier this episode. But yeah, like, my point was, like, oh, and, like, Heroes, back when, like, Heroes wasn't, like, yet, like, as obnoxious as it turned out to be. I remember feeling like we really are in the best era of television in my lifetime. And I know that it can't continue this way, but I'm really enjoying it. Even then, like, to underscore what Jab had said, I underestimated how good it was and how much I would miss it once it was gone. Because now it's like, I couldn't tell you a single show that is on tap for... probably should have gone up there. We may yet go up. I could not tell you a single television show that has been renewed or is coming up in the fall that I would have any... Like Young Sheldon. Is that somehow still on the air? I assume so. It seems to be very popular. And I'm not mad that it's still on, but it's like, I feel like Young Sheldon is a good example of something that's like, yeah, that feels like something that I would not enjoy very much. And is generally sort of like where television is right now for me. And no offense to people who like Young Sheldon, it's just, it's not for me. Similar to, what is that a spin-off of? What?! I take no responsibility for Aiden's Butterfingers there. I was there. You saw him put up his hands and not grab it. Respawn. Bobby Blah says of Heroes, save the cheerleader, save the world. I was completely hooked. Yeah, that was... How far back am I? I'm not even sure I'm that far back. That first season of Heroes was a cultural phenomenon. Okay. Maybe I am far back, because this feels like a ways... And deservedly so. Like... And it's just the thing about Heroes, and we've talked about this before, whatever magic there was in that first season, oh god, what was it about that first season that came so close to legendary? And yeah, I know the writer's strike and everything like that. The writer's strike that affected season 2 does not clarify what happened in season 3 and season 4. And then when they tried to reboot Heroes, and it was sometimes they brought it back, Heroes Reborn it was called, and it was still terrible. Who was it? Who was it? It wasn't Tim Kring. I feel like we can say that with some certainty now. So who was the magic, the person who made it that good? Who was it that Tim Kring was working with, consulting with? Who was co-writing? I'm so curious, because somebody out there was doing God's work on Heroes, and I just wonder if they're like that now. They've gone ahead and done something other fantastic. Hello to Mr. Foster, who says disable assisted movement, you'll have more control over actions. Maybe I should give that a shot. I feel like I personally need access to the assisted actions because I'm not skilled enough to do it myself. But if the assistance is going to wig out every once in a while and not be correct, maybe I should give it a shot, because that is the mode that they just added. But yeah, hello to Mr. Foster. I hope that you seem like you're probably pretty familiar with the game, probably more so than I am. I hope you're having a great Thursday. I'm playing it not for the first episode, this is episode 21, but overall for the first time, and having a great time with it. Even when I occasionally do whatever the fuck that was. Okay, just do that then, please. Okay. I don't remember if this is the one that I failed at, but... No, that looks like it's open, so I've probably been up this far. Okay, like we know what to do. There we go. Lord Impa says, my cousin was watching with me and she couldn't handle the parkour mechanics in the game. Is that motion sickness or like I'm just bad at it? Because either one of those could be true. All right, hold on. Or fear of heights stuff, because I'm not having that right now, but what was it? Was it last episode? I got some acrophobia pretty good in that one. We crossed whatever a completely arbitrary threshold it is, where suddenly I get just like real clenchy about it. Jab says sometimes it's a good idea, but there's nothing behind it. So you get a good story or season, but that's all there was. And like, maybe that's it. Like, Jab, it could be that simple. So I might be able to wall run over to that, but that seems too far. So let's follow this around to see what else we can find. But like, just think about the cast, just the cast that they had in that first season of Heroes. They had Milo Ventimiglia, and forgive me if I'm mispronouncing his name, superstar, like hugely successful actor, Zachary Quinto. They had Ali Larder. I don't remember the name of the guy that played Hiro Nakamura, and I really should, because he's been in like a ton of stuff. Like, that was an all-star fucking cast. And like the guy that played Milo's brother, another actor who's just been like a ton and a half of stuff, super prolific, very, very talented. Heroes, you couldn't have wished for a better cast than what they had. And the fact that they ran that series so hard into the ground. You take any 3 of those people and you should have like a massive hit on your hands. Does anybody know why he suddenly
Jack,
like, oh, shit!
Close to the first antenna.
Good. You know what to do.
Hold on. That was me. That was me. I did not hit the right button. Okay, how far back am I? Not really. So, twice now, I've grappled onto this, and he's like done like a super high jump to get himself like extra distance. I don't know why. Hold on, before we do this, blah 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 says, remember the first season? Prison Break, blah blah blah. I would submit that Prison Break was great through 2 seasons. Prison Break had, was that show originally 2 or 3 seasons? I want to say it was 2. If you read into Prison Break was always intended to be 2 seasons, and you can tell that, I feel like, because immediately after the 2nd season, the quality just completely nosedived. But yes, the first 2 seasons of Prison Break were awesome. Like, the golden age of television, that's another one where, like, not every series that I just mentioned was on at the same time, but they all aired in this window of, like, it just felt like there were so many new projects launching, and so many of them, like Invasion had like William Fichtner, oh god, that woman who looks exactly like Sharon Stone, except she's not. I am failing at like who else was in there. Like Invasion was another show where it's like, I'm not remembering their names right now, but so many people were in that where you'll go on and you'll see them in like a million other things. Invasion was so good. It was so much better than it had a right to be. I remember watching that both with like HW and my producer. Like, we would talk about that show. Ugh, hold on. Get there. Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna try to be very careful here. Oh, and hello to Graxis. You had me both, you and me both, my legs get all jiggly up this high. Yeah, don't ask me why. Like this is like video game high for me. Like, I don't get it here. I want you guys to know that I think it was the last episode when we went up to like the top of like that building, the VNC building, that got me. That wasn't an act. I was legitimately like very uncomfortable up there. And don't ask me why there and not here. Like, even that, like, the swinging around, like, the sides of the building, I feel like that should get me, and it just, I don't know. It's like you get up to a certain height, and it's like, I can't deal with this right now. Imp is saying, no, the heights and how the character parkours himself. Wait, I missed something. Hold on. Let me run back just slightly. This was my cousin was just watching with me and she couldn't handle the parkour mechanics, like the heights and how the character parkours himself. Look at how you just dangle from the side of the building. Yeah, no, this game is like I'm sharing. I had the same reaction in the last episode. And it's weird to me. It's like, what's the... Nope, no, go up. Oh, this is... Hold on, this is not going to be helpful. I want to go up here. And then get there. Yeah. So, like, he suddenly has, like, a jump lift that he does. Maybe I've been not doing it correctly this whole time. Oh. Okay. I don't know that I can make this, but I won't fall far if I miss.
Hey, just checking if everything is...
I'm fine, Jack.
Bennett! Hey, listen.
You don't sound good.
Yeah. Just be careful. There might be renegades lurking there.
Oh. Okay, that... Okay, I do not have infinite grip. I'm trying to figure out where... Hold on. I gotta go back down here. I'm not sure how to get up to the second rung of this. Yet. Like, I can't grab the crossbeam that I know of. And I'm not sure what I'm holding on to right now. Oh, I'm holding on to the inside of this. Okay, hold on. I'm still trying to work out what I can and cannot touch. Okay, now I'm on this. Got it. All right. Let's grab to that. Hardluck Hank is saying jump and pray. That's probably... It's Dying Light 2, stay human, : jump and pray. Oh, yes, please. Let's kick this down. My cousin has a fear of heights that would get so anxious to the point that she shakes seeing one in the game. Yeah, I feel like this is probably not true, but I think I've shared it in the past. I feel like the first game of all games that ever really triggered it for me was Super Mario Sunshine, because the levels in that game were so vertical that even though the actual cost of... How the hell? Oh. Ow. The actual cost of, like, falling was really minor. Like, you wouldn't even necessarily take damage, but I was just like if you knew how to butt stomp at the right time. But man, I did not want to fall. So I need to grab the inner rungs there, is what I need to figure out how to do. I don't like this. Up. Around? There we go. There we go.
Okay, the antenna is on.
My man. Bravo. The butcher won't be expecting that. The next one's on top of a condominium at the intersection of Queen Harriet Boulevard and Downtown Avenue.
You served with the butcher once. What do you think he's planning?
I really don't know, Aiden. The butcher has always been a mystery to me. The good leader listens and appreciates good soldiers. Him? Never. Never. And now, whatever he's planning, he needs to be stopped at all costs. What was that?
No idea. I see fire and smoke.
Renegades. They're up to something. You'd better check it out.
Sure.
And hello to Samalander. Hold on just 1 second. Let's risk another alt tab to do... Let's do some more shout-outs here. Shout out for I Moo, Do You Moo too, and also for Samalander. And did we... I hope we got Caroluna. I don't know that we got Caroluna earlier. Does anybody remember? I'm double checking here. You know something? It's not like we have to pay an extra, like, shout-out tax on this or something. Shout-out Caroluna. Okay. Hold on. Let me make sure that we don't accidentally close the stream or something weird. Okay. Samlander, will you be doing your regular stream for tomorrow?
Shit! Right. The renegades just destroyed one of the antennas. And they're about to destroy another one. Hurry! It's the last one. You must get there before they do.
Going as fast as I can.
I'm sorry. In the paraglider, you can click in the left stick to boost your speed. Is this a new mechanic, or is this because we're in the wind tunnel, or has it always been there and I never knew that? Because you guys, if this was tutorialized at any earlier point, I was not aware of it. Look at this. Disable the cannon. Oh, but can I just share my thought that I feel like that sort of like parkour and like tower climbing up there, I feel like that's what Ubisoft has been trying to do with the Far Cry series for half a decade now, because that was a lot of fun. Like when I failed and I said that was on me, I wanted people to know the mechanics in this. That one time when they didn't grab the bar, that's 1 out of 100 times that I fall. Every other time it's my fault, and that's because this game, even on assisted mode, has some relatively complex controls, and it's just super fun. Sir, I'm gonna have to take your cannon. Okay, anybody else? I feel like there's still somebody threatening me. Oh. Okay. Disable the cannon. Oh! Hopefully he'll stay down for a second. There's probably more cannons.
Jack.
Or not.
Jack, I destroyed the cannon.
Dr. Stephen here. Jack Matt's unavailable at the moment. Is there something...
Give me that.
But, sir, you need to rest.
Leave me. Now. Ada?
Took care of the punks and the cannon is no longer a threat.
Just what I wanted to hear.
Whose voice was that just now?
No one. Let me know when you activate the next antenna.
Okay. Well, hold on. What time is it? It is 4 hours of daylight. There's not really... I know that sounds ridiculous, but there's really not a lot of time to do stuff. By the time we got there, we'd have 2 hours of daylight. Yeah, let's just go do the story quest. Now, Blah and Samlander are saying, I could swear that I've seen you doing it. I honestly think that what you guys have seen is when you are paragliding, if you pull back on the stick, he'll like pull his legs up to get a little bit of extra height, but it's not a speed boost. If there's an earlier episode where I knew this or was doing it, I swear to you guys, I do not remember it. Because I have definitely, like, you've definitely seen him pull his legs up, but that was never in service of, like, a speed boost. That was always slowing down, expending his forward momentum to get a little bit of extra height. I want to try this outside the wind tunnel now. And watch, like jump back to like episode 17. I was probably not only doing it, but talking about it in detail. I have no memory of knowing that click in left stick. Like, you click in left stick to sprint on foot all the time? Lord Empo was saying daylight. Are we talking about real time or in the game? In the game, which is, I want to say that a minute goes by every 3 or 4 seconds. Give or take. Hold on, I want to try this. I want to get to that, updraft if I can. Yeah, fucking, I swear to God, you guys, I've never been doing that. Wow. Guys, I suddenly know how to do this stupid, the paragliding, the race thing that I can't do. It's because I never knew that that was a mechanic. We're going to go try it after we do this story mission. I bet you guys I can do it now. Look at this.
Gotcha. What's going on with Lavan? She won't answer her radio.
She's been avoiding me, too.
I don't give a shit about anything going on between the two of you. But if anything happens to her, I'll kill you. You hear me?
Back off, Daniel. I heard from her. All she said was not to worry and disconnected. I assume she needs space. And that's what I'm giving her. But you're free to look for her yourself.
Fuck off, Gacho.
Lord Imp is saying that's just the basic mechanic, though, of the, like, the paraglider. Because here's what I've been doing. Like, it's difficult to show when I'm, like, close to the ground. So that you guys know, with the paraglider so far, I have been, like, I've been treating it like a Super Mario cape, basically, when we get, like, the wing hat, where you can angle down to get more speed, and then you can angle back up to sort of, like, you know, recover a little bit of the height, but I've never known that you can click in the left stick to just get a magical go faster on this, like, horizontal plane. So if that was obvious to other people, I've really overlooked it. I had no idea. So we're still headed this way. Like, what you've seen, like, I'm just gonna pull back on the stick. Like, that, you've seen me do that a lot, but that actually is, oh shit, slowing me down. Hold on. Right into the razor wire. Can I can't quite turn tight enough to do this. Okay. He hasn't actually seen me yet, which is good, because I don't have my light out. There it is. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm just going to hang out here for 1 second. Lord Imp is saying your character leans back and legs rise to gain speed during paraglider. So, like, there's both a mechanical and a function, like, there's a control and a functional difference between what I've been doing, which, wait, I'm supposed to go here?
And done. The antenna's working.
Good. In the meantime, I'm noodling with some text for the new campaign. Will you help me?
I would rather talk about that GRE doctor.
Oh, fuck. What's going on? Report to me, soldier.
Renegades and their cannons.
Shit. How is the antenna? You must stop them.
What do you think I'm trying to do? The antenna's fine for now.
Wait, what's 1 and 2? Oh, 2 different cannons. That's not cool. Hi, guys. Sorry, believe me, that was embarrassing. Oh, I really want to kick him off the roof, though. We'll do it this way. Okay. Go, go, go. Oh, I want to do the drop kick, but he decided to come up. All right, I've got 54 seconds. I feel like we've got enough time to clear the roof. Or unless I go off the roof myself, that would be unfortunate.
Jack, it's all good.
Good. We're bringing together more and more people. Come to the ship, Hayden. There's a recruit here who knows how to find your doctor.
We'll be there soon.
Now, is this is a rhetorical question, don't answer. My question about this is this video game convenient? Like, I have now progressed the plot to where suddenly somebody shows up who knows where to go? Or is it Jack Mack convenient, which is Aiden has now outlived his usefulness and is getting too demanding, so what we're going to do now is make him an offer he can't refuse. The other thing that might, like, you know, show the same... Well, there you go. I got that bolter. The other thing that might look like that speed boost is when I've caught, like, a wind. Like, sometimes there'll be, like a wind that goes at your back. And it will make that, like, whooshy sound. But that was never... Oops. Oh, shit. Me doing that. It's got a long cooldown too, by the way, like the boost. Like, that's as quickly as I could do another one. So you can just basically fly with this then. Because, like, look, you can even gain height with it. Well, a little bit. I guess you can't go forever.
Chances against renegades were pretty good.
This your stuff, but you'll find plenty here.
Upgrade. Well, do I have stuff to upgrade? No. Well, so the thing is, I can do upgrades, but, like, the stuff that I really care about, like the medicines or the immunity boosters, like, I can't afford those yet. And that's what I'm sort of saving up for.
You take care now, you hear?
Yeah, let's not worry about that then. I want to try that paraglider thing. It won't help me with my aim, like the fact that I straight up miss the waypoint, but I think that it will. I bet we can do it now. Because before, it's like, no, this is... I always thought that I needed a better paraglider. That's why I was saving up for one. Wait. Sorry. Press left stick for boost. Was that... I'm just wondering if that was a function of upgrading it. I don't think it was. I bet that the click in is what you guys are saying, that it's a basic thing that everybody else knew to do in the paraglider. But I am slightly curious if it was unlocked or improved by the upgrade.
Hey, you're here. I'm glad. Okay, that's it for now.
So, you're still here, Gadjo.
Thank you, my friend, for everything. How will I ever repay you?
Do I care if he's working with Danior? I can't think of a reason that it would be alarming to ask.
Are you working with Daniel?
Sure. We trade with whoever's got what we need, at the right price. Nomads, they're an odd bunch, isolated by choice, but they have the best scouts out there. You need something hard to get? You can get it from them, guaranteed.
You can finally tell me how to find that doctor like we agreed.
Of course, of course. Bring Cadet Gunter in here. Aiden, we've also located a renegade officer's squad. If we hit them, we'll have the upper hand. I've already gathered a team, which includes Lawan. You want in on the action?
Let's talk about that doctor first.
As you wish. Gunter, this is Aiden. You are here because of his efforts.
We've met before.
Yes, we have.
Sir, I have met him, sir. Tell him what you know about that GRE doctor.
The doctor is still working at the bazaar.
Bazaar? Really? What's his name?
Ryan? Veronica Ryan.
Wow, her? What a trip.
What's so funny?
She's one of the first people I met after entering the city.
You know old Villador quite well, don't you?
What's going on there now?
Since Ater left, the PKs were driven out. Many of your men died there, sir.
There have been rumors that the renegades took control of the whole region.
And everyone literally hates your guts for what you did, sir.
Okay, so where exactly do I find the doctor?
Somewhere in the vicinity of the church.
Good. Finally.
Okay, Cadet Gunter, that's all. Now go back to your training.
Yes, sir.
Good luck, Aiden. Damn it!
Hey, are you okay?
Just leave for fuck's sake.
I don't know how... We're going to gloss right over the fact that Aiden knows to spell Veronica with a K. Because that is just not the first way that I would know to spell that, but maybe similar to the paraglider, there's an earlier scene where she's like, and that's Veronica with a K, just so you know.
Life sucked. Then the speaker started blaring. It really spoke to me. So, what's it like? I just want to kill me some renegades.
Let's, yeah, hold on. Let's sell, because we probably have a bunch of trash that I don't want. Let's sell, yep. No, no. So I do like to have at least a couple one-handed things for speed. Sometimes some of the bolters and whatever, they're difficult to pin down. Man, I was clearly intended to get this a lot earlier because the Lazarus kind of feels like trash, but I also don't want to be rid of it. Let's sell our copper bow.
Gimme.
Because this one is like many times more damage, and when you think about how much work we did with that previous bow, that's saying a lot. Unique long axe. Let's hold on to it just in case. Is there anything else that I needed to... well, nothing else that I want to sell. Well, this.
Thanks
yeah.
for selling me your
Get rid
spare.
of... Oh, hold on. We're definitely changing our winter jackets because this one is twice the bonus, twice the damage bonus. Not that I need it, I just want it.
Glad you offered.
We're going
me that.
hard down the tank route.
Come back for more ship-shape value.
Sell. No. Yes, this. Winter jacket. Yeah, this is not quite half. What are we losing? Stamina regeneration, damage resistance to poison, which, I don't know, and then survivor sense range. Even then, we do still get, we're not losing all of our stamina regeneration, and we're going to get some extra parkour, and our stamina cost goes down by the same amount. Yeah, this winter jacket is way better. Oh, and we can change the look of it. Do I care about the look of it? That looks very dashing with the red. I'm going to say that I don't care about the look of it. I'm fine with our existing winter jacket.
Hit your boy. Better get shopping before I sing a sea shanty.
One of the few games that I actually did like the whole cosmetic dance. Sorry, one of the games like this that I did the whole cosmetic dance was Diablo 3. When the three of us were playing Diablo 3, I actually would like transmog the equipment so that it looked a certain way and like was a unified set, but also had the bonuses that I wanted. Otherwise, like Marvel Midnight Suns and stuff, I like to do it, but that wasn't about the stats. That was just like, I liked the way the characters look and I wanted to make them look cool and experiment with different looks for them. That's a little bit different than like transmogging specific equipment to get both the stats and the look that you want. This is a relatively rare case of that. Okay, we have our story quest, but I'm serious. I want to go try that, the paraglider city challenge. Someone's saying, wait, Karonica? Oh, wait, that's 2 Ks. Yes, I'm skipping the extra, what's it called? Scratch marks. You guys, you can do so, it's so much more mobile than I thought it was. Oh. Yeah, but not actually infinite. Like you do, it's got enough of a cooldown that you will eventually have to touch down. Can I get a knife out? Apparently he got distracted by the sound of the knife not hitting him. Oh, but by the way, Sam Melander, I did see, like, this is an example of me asking a question, but then not acknowledging that I saw the answer. I had asked Sam Melander earlier if he was playing, gonna have his regular stream tomorrow, and he is. So that will be a lot of fun. Sam Lander will be playing, and he had mentioned Aloy earlier in the stream as well. He is doing a full-length playthrough of Horizon Forbidden West, which I like to lurk in spirit, but I want to be very careful not to see very much about. Okay. Also, I did not look to see what the sale on this game is on the Steam Summer Sale, but if anybody were watching, lurking, or otherwise curious, unless you straight up hate the perspective that you're seeing, the first-person perspective, the first-person melee, if this style of game is just not for you, then, you know your preference is better than I do. Under any other circumstances, we're like, man, that first Dying Light, I had a good time with that, but I just don't know if the second one's going to be worth it. It was in development for a really long time. Like, I don't know. I am here to give it among my highest oh, shit. Ugh. Okay. Somehow that happened. Among my highest recommendations. Like, I would be incredibly comfortable recommending this game to people who are fans of the first. We have had visits from people who enjoyed the previous game more. People who felt like the nights were more dangerous in the first one, although I do feel like this current event might be maybe modifying that a little bit, making the night times in this very dangerous as well. And even some who preferred the parkour and stuff. It's been too long for me. What I can say is that this game, having not played the original Dying Light in many years now, this game reminds me of everything that I liked about that and more. I feel like it does an even better job of... It's an example of one of those games that feels like it really nailed it with adding more parkour mechanics without accidentally spoiling what made all of the existing parkour mechanics feel so good. And that's before, by the way, you get to the other adjustments they made to the parkour mechanics recently, because I just don't have a lot of experience with that yet. I really should. I should commit to doing one full episode of like the new parkour. It's just, I feel like if I adjusted to that, then it would be very difficult to adjust back, and I do feel like it might extend beyond what my natural skill level is in reality. So it's still above this. Yeah, we can get there now. Yeah, if this is on a good sale in the Steam Summer, if you're on the fence, I would say check it out. Oh, this is it right here. So, I'm not saying that we can get a gold. I'm saying that I think that we might be able to finish it now that I know how to do the boost. Let's give it a shot. Sam Lander says, finally a Horizon game that I can watch everybody else play because all my friends are playing it after. Oh, like, whoops, hold on. Like when I and Mia play it? Yeah. Part of me, like, I'm just going to let you guys know, as soon as I start playing Forbidden West, that will be when they announce the PC version. That's what they did with, like, The Last of Us Part 1. So, like, now, boost. Look at that. Not too high. Like here, we're gonna get some backwind, so this might be what people have seen. But like, I would always get to here and then not be able to like maintain the height. Oh, and see, okay, so I still can't maintain the height. So I don't know how to get up to that. Whoops. Okay, and that's where we fail. So I need to figure out how to get to that one because the little like height boost that I get is not enough. Let me try it again. This is clearly intended to teach me some sort of mechanic or relationship with like how it goes, and I'm still not learning it. So we start going very fast. I have to go down here, I feel like. And then, like, that time I didn't get any boost off of it. Let me run back here. Go. Press X. Why is this not working? Oh, get there. So I don't think you're intended to drop and then spend 15 seconds trying to get back up. But I'm also not sure how to do it better, so that might take some experimentation. I don't know how to do this. Hey! And we even almost got gold. 4 seconds shy of getting gold. I do want it, because if I hadn't fallen, we would have gotten it. And I don't know how to not fall there. So let me try it one more time. I don't want to dedicate my life to this, but I feel like the game has something to teach here that I don't know yet. Oh, shit. Okay, well, hold on. somehow got boosted past that. I feel like that's where, like, watching, whoops. Like, developer presentations like GDC and stuff, that's where, like, once you realize that a lot of things in the game are there not simply to be a challenge, but because the developers are talking to you directly, sometimes non-verbally, but directly, and they're trying to make sure that you understand something, some new piece of information that they're trying to, like, yeah, see, I just don't get enough height there. So what if I stop trying? Like, what if we just drop and then go down? Well, let me just stop now, because now I can't get back over to it. I want to see, like, maybe we just drop. Like, cut out the middleman, don't make the failed attempt, and just get there as quickly as possible. I really feel like Paraglider City Tour is meant to remain aloft the entire time, but who knows? Yeah, you watch some, like, GDC presentations, some TED Talks, some interviews with, like, game developers on... Okay, so I'm going to, like, stop. X. X. Okay, so I need to learn to do that faster, and I'm... Okay, we did get there eventually. I can do that 4 seconds faster, which I think might make all the difference. But one thing that you learn is that, like, on the really big games, the really elaborate ones where they have time to do, like, a lot of play testing and stuff, they put a lot of effort into making sure that the player is not confused about what they're supposed to do. Sometimes what they're supposed to do is wander, to explore, to experiment. Sometimes you're not supposed to know exactly where to go or what to do, and they will put effort into making sure that you are aware of that fact. They don't want the player to feel, like, completely cut free and left to their own devices, unless that's part of their like gameplay design. So shit. Okay, so I'm not going to keep doing this over and over again, but I lost that, so we're not going to get better than what I had before. Let's nonetheless see what we can do. Yeah, not much. Okay, we'll stop here. Hello to Grumpy. Grumpy, I think that I mentioned it in somebody's stream earlier, but maybe it was in Don't Trust the Waffles. I'm trying to remember if I said anything in their stream, but I very much enjoyed your bike riding stream today. If anybody missed it, Grumpy and Moo went on another bike ride. Let's talk to Talia about the books, because I feel like this one's been lingering for a while. I keep forgetting to do it. Unless there's something else that's way closer. What's this? Carriers 4. We're gonna go do this. We got the call. Grumpy and Moo went on another bike riding stream today, and I felt like on the whole it held up a lot longer. However, we were watching on mobile because I had something that I had to attend to today, and also they were doing some work on some nearby properties. So it was, if you were wondering why there wasn't an earlier stream today, there was just a bunch going on. I'm looking for my entrance. I will recognize it after I smash into this wall. I will recognize how to get into this building as soon as I see it. Also, Samalander, do you happen to remember... Oh, see, that says worldwide delivery service. Samalander, when we go upstairs, I want you to take a look at the painting on the wall, the mural, and tell me if it always said this. You're good with language. Did this always say worldwide service? Do you happen to remember? Because I feel bad that I never picked up on that. just a completely bizarre. Also, just the fact that like the texture isn't. It doesn't seem like it's loading entirely. See how it's sort of like still pixelated. I don't remember that either. Sam Lander says, "Oh, his wife Rogue is good with language."
Reporting for duty, Professor.
You keep coming back like a faithful homing pigeon.
You're not gonna start tying messages to my leg, are you?
Nah. But I am going to give you higher profile deliveries. I'm hearing more and more about you. The job you're doing. You're building up quite the reputation as a carrier. And in doing so, you're helping the guild to grow. We're already expanding our operations, even in this dangerous time. All that's thanks to you. Now, these tasks will require some dedication. The communications are more critical to the recipient. And sometimes, the paths are more dangerous.
I can handle it.
I'm sure you can, Hotshot. Now, here's one marked highly confidential. So make sure it gets to the person it's addressed to. And only that person.
You can count on me.
Hold on. This sounds like it might have a puzzle aspect. Make the delivery to the marked location, but who's the person, though? Let's go to journal. Apparently, the first item was marked highly confidential, but that doesn't give us any more information. Does the item itself show anything, or will I even have the item in my inventory? Oh, we could listen to this. Journal of a Knight Rider 6.
Who does Frank think he is? One minute he talks about my potential, the next he accuses me of reckless behavior. Says that I put others in danger. Back at the Dark Zone after we pulled that mother and her kids out. Fuck, we pulled it off, didn't we? What's so reckless about success? He spewed some line at me about how he's worried my metabolism isn't handling the shots as well as he thought it would. Can you believe this crap, Pops? My test results were always perfect. If you ask me, it says more about him than about me. He just can't bear someone standing up to him, especially not a young kid. Oh, and check this out. I was put on notice. He'd be watching me, he said. Fuck him. I'll give him something to watch.
Shit. I wanted to land on that red platform. Sam Linder saying that letter ordering is challenging because he has dyslexia. No worries then. I was looking at that and being like, was it always like this? And I just never noticed. But now that you mention it, I think that you and I have spoken before about like there's certain fonts that are helpful for people with dyslexia, which I had never known. And I actually think it's super cool because, you know, dyslexic friendly fonts are completely readable to me as well. I do not have dyslexia, so I remember you and I talked about I had questioned if those are if dyslexic if you have a font that is easier for people with dyslexia to read, why not make those the default font on things? And then you pointed out that it's like, well, there's different forms of dyslexia and different fonts will help at different points. Or sorry, for different people. It's kind of like how there's just not one form of color blindness, so therefore a game with color blindness accessibility options will ideally have multiple different ones. I just remember, I'm trying to remember who it was, but I remember, like, somebody had asked about the color blindness options in Midnight Suns, and I showed them off, and the new information that person got was sufficient for them to pick up the game themselves. Like, oh, like, thank you. Now I know that I can play this game. Oh, was it Agraxis? It was Agraxis. Agraxis, I like bringing stuff like that up because I can tell you that information means a lot to me, but hopefully the fact that I'm remembering it now, like a couple months later, like, that's so awesome. There's a few different reasons that I enjoy streaming, but one of the primary ones is just an overall love of gaming and sharing games with people. And to be able to introduce people to a game that they might not have known about, or that it has features that would and empower them to be able to play in a way that is fun and they can sort of like fully engage with it, and they weren't sure. But now they have that, and it's like, oh yeah, I'll be able to get this. Marvel Midnight Suns, by the way, another game that I suspect is on a steep sale of the Steam Summer Sale. Okay, so we know that we have to deliver it to the correct person. I do not have any information on who the correct person might be, or how to get directly to them yet. Go in here? Yes. I keep thinking this in my head and then not saying it because, I mean, among other things, I don't think anybody will care. But every single time the carrier guy calls me hotshot, I think in my head of the line from Sewer Shark. It's at the very beginning where the dude is like, 1,000,000 pounds of tube steak. That's all you gotta deliver today, dog meat. And I don't know why, because he doesn't call you hotshot, he calls you dog meat. But that line keeps like being in my head. I must have seen the opening cinematic to Sewer Shark 70 times in the time that I played that game. I watched it through to completion every single time.
Carrier Girl, I have a confidential letter for you.
Thank you. Oh no. Oh dear God, no.
What's wrong, ma'am?
I would say it's none of your business, but I have no one else I can tell. Talking to you is like talking to a priest, right?
Well, I suppose.
Pretty much.
I'm being blackmailed.
Over what?
I can't say. Not out loud. It's a filthy lie anyway. You need to help me.
How?
I'm going to give you some money. I want you to track down the bastard.
Wait, you want me to pay off your blackmailer?
Heavens no, he'll just keep asking for more. The money's for you, to kill him.
Whoa, I'm a carrier, not an assassin.
You must. You're the only one who can get close to him. Precisely because you're a carrier. He'll never see you coming.
You sound pretty calculating.
Of course. If your life were in danger, wouldn't you think of everything? Try anything to save yourself?
I guess I see your point.
If you don't agree, I don't know what I'll do. How could I even go on living? Please? Please. I'm begging you.
I'm pausing because I honestly don't know. All I have is this woman's word. The fact that, you know, she sounds desperate could all be an act. It's a hell of a weird lie to make up. Also, the thing is, like, I want to do the mission. Like, I want to play the game. I want to do all the content. I don't know that I'm comfortable murdering somebody based on the fact that this woman says that they're... You know what? We're not agreeing to kill the blackmailer. We're agreeing to meet the blackmailer. So let's do that.
Okay. Tell you what. I'll at least go meet the blackmailer.
Bless you. You've saved my life. But you must go immediately, before the fiend thinks I'm trying to trick him.
I mean, if I go there and the person's like, now I'll be able to blackmail her for another 40 years. Ha ha ha. Then, like, you know, Aiden's whole thing about, like, whoa, I'm a mail carrier, not an assassin. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, assassins kill for money, Aiden kills for fun. So, like, she doesn't even have to pay him in order to do this. But if we go there and she's like, so what did my aunt think of her birthday gift or something, like, it's gonna have a whole different flavor to it. Also, the assassin, or not assassin, the blackmailer lives close. Okay, so we want to go this way-ish. Well, now I'm just waking up everybody in the townhouse. Okay, that was not a wall run. Oh, I'd love to be up there. No. I'm going to assume that I've already done this. That was optimistic. Really, for some reason, I really thought that I could make that. Also, Agraxis is saying that he tried a dyslexic font on a Kindle and found it difficult to look at for long periods of time. I will say, in fairness, I did not try to look at it for a very long period of time. I looked at it, I was like, I can read this perfectly. And, like, that was the first time that I'd heard of, like, a dyslexic font. I was like, you know, this seems completely legible. Maybe it does get tiring after a while. Hello to Zatsi. I hope that you are having a nice Thursday so far. Hopefully it's cool where you are. A lot of folks in our community are in areas of the United States, or maybe not even just the United States, where it's very, very, very hot. That's actually one of the things that we spent some vacation here setting up, like getting the air conditioners in. We don't have central air, and usually when the air conditioners are up, it's like specific rooms like the one that I'm in right now, as opposed to being the entire home. By find the blackmailer, they meant, like, completely clear him out of all of his cans and rags, right? This seems like further than we were meant to go. Let's ride this down and see how far it goes. Sassy says you could upgrade your grappling hook using military tech because the second upgrade is sort of like a really high jump. It basically flings you upwards. Glad I live in the UK. I don't have to deal with the heat. I just spent all the military tech I had on getting a paraglider upgrade, but I will... Now I feel like that was not lit up before. I will look into doing the grappling hook next.
How'd you get in here?
The woman you're blackmailing sent me.
You got the money?
Okay, that sounded like a de facto admission of blackmailing.
No, I'm taking you out and making sure you never bother her again.
Do you even know what she's done?
It doesn't matter, but I know what you've done. You tried to extort an old woman.
Okay. I won the kick-in balls contest. I guess we don't get to find out what she did. I would be curious, but yeah, absent more information, it's just like, we walked in, hey, about that woman you're blackmailing? It's like, yo, yeah, give me the money. No. Why would I? I'll even say this, if she wants her money back, I'll give it to her. Like, I don't feel right charging for that. That was, it's just any given 3-minute encounter for Aiden. No updraft, huh? Okay. Maxine's got to turn in. Maxine, have a great evening. Thank you so much for hanging out today. I hope you're able to get some good rest, and hopefully we will see you tomorrow. Also, I did not talk very much about it. Patikin is currently playing Plague Tale Requiem, another game that I suspect is on sale during the Steam Summer Sale, but which we already have. So the Steam Summer Sale will not benefit on that front. Okay. Just double checking that a regular jump would get us there. Sure. Somehow the rope got basically shortened to the width of my hand. Oh. Whoa! Yeah, hold on. We're running tight on stamina here for a second. So, here's the trouble. Hold on. See that guy in the green suit right back there? When I kill him, there's like a 90% chance that his tank is going to explode and then call over every other guy. Can you die quietly for me? Just, hold on, not you. No, 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 hold on, I don't want to hit him with this. No, don't hit the tank, genius. Okay, stop it. How about the bow? Okay, are you dead and not exploding? That'd be awesome, thanks. Yeah, this is what I'm here for. Okay, no one is currently swiping at me. Oh, but yeah, Zotzi, we have a few people who live over in England, the United Kingdom, Borlak, Lady B. They're not alone, and I'm trying to remember who else. Patikin lives in Belgium, which is not in Great Britain. But they also have shared that their weather is a lot more temperate than what we're getting, which is awesome for them. Well, grabbing that random piece of leather was definitely worth the lacerations. All right, so we're gonna go back to the woman. Oh, I actually electrified her a little bit. Tan Crowd, hello to Tan Crowd, who says, we're just getting a lot of rain in Denmark. We had a lot of rain earlier in the week, like a lot of rain earlier in the week, which is probably good because we have had like some droughts in recent summers. The rain that we got this week will not offset a protracted lack of rain, perhaps later in the summer, but it still felt very welcome. Okay, I don't... Just trying to work my way around to get into this building here. Oh, and by the way, the Steam, if you are brand new here, then you won't know this particular story. A quirk about how we do the Steam summer sale is that my producer and I will both add everything that we think we want. Like, we'll go through, look carefully, anything that was on there. We'll add everything in, and then we actually wait for the shopping cart in Steam to expire. It actually resets and it throws everything back out. And then, because it's been 3 or 4 days, okay, what do we now remember that had been in there? Because if you can't even remember what it was after 3 or 4 days, you probably didn't really want it. And it's done an awesome job of calling out things that were like, oh yeah, I sort of thought that would be cool, but then it actually didn't come up. So it actually did that. And yeah, it turns out that most of the stuff that was in there, we actually do want. So we'll probably be doing that presently. All right, let's turn in our quest.
How'd it go, Hotshot?
That was an adventure, and a mystery to boot.
Oh, do tell.
Maybe another time.
Suit yourself. But you did great. Keep it up and you'll rise another guild rank before you know it.
I'm gonna get yelled at by this guy. Glower power over here. No. Get a new assignment. Well, so that is a good amount of carrier missions and so forth. I think that this is going to be... We did a story mission, and we made a lot of progress. And I have to say, there will be plenty of falls, foibles, broken ankles, and twisted legs for sure. But I actually do feel better about the controls and sort of the movement for the grappling hook and intermixing the grappling hook and the paraglider and stuff. I was very deliberately trying to intermix those and throw those into like everyday parkour stuff as we went. And the more you do it, the more comfortable I got. I'm feeling pretty good about it. We're going to call it here for episode 21 of Dying Light 2. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Apologies for the lack of earlier stream, and we'll see you guys again very soon. Until next time, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.